Before we begin our program, I'd like to extend a warm greeting from our locality. Now, other in a program here, matang, hopukpai kwaibang, patami ke awi sequence election campaign program of QR Ramaning Muivah, NPF candidate 44 Ukrul Assembly Constituency, 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly Election 2022. Date na 28 February 2022. Atam hik jangka tapung trak jene ka kehenai re cerha sal yaroi na pheo milu. Apam na aroi pamdak le HA Racing Hall kai kabam thaim ple ra ka HA Racing Hall da hoi ang tang ukrul. Ara program we sequence na moderator hina inang nimid le ye. Kala opening hymn he KKL number 60. Invocation. Kuiras Soyer from Releng, Pastor Misailung Baptist Church. Welcome speech. Kuira Thanmi Ungleng, Chairman ANFO. Jiwi Thili. Introduction. He Kuira L. William President. 44 Ukrul Area Unit Nasamira. With Changli, our exhortation he Kuira Alan Shaiza, retired Wing Commander Namira. Jena speech. Kresada Kuira Ramaning Muivah, NPF candidate for 44 SC Ukrul. And the Kresada Mira, the Khaneli. Dr. Lord Ho Namira, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha. Juit Thili, which will be followed by Y. Vicky Hosu, Honorable MLA, Nagaland State, in charge of Manipur Team Leader, Campaign for Ukrul Division. Kamatieli, Kuira Achumbe Mo Kikon Secretary General NPF Central Kohima. Kanawa Sada Kuira Aungpao Niumai, Honorable Minister Environment and Forest Government of Manipur, President NPF Manipur State Unit. Kala program hi jang sangsada benediction hi Kuira Rupen Yangya, Catechist Mary Help of Christian Catholic Church Ukrul Anami Mira. Ara itumna program hi haupok pai vai Saiko renang ningkata KKL number 60 hi sangrum se.
Kamasung kangarong wivang lungsang da rai ngara yang geshipping na muirada geshipping na muirada brohona kamasunga kapinga kapataran kapataran nali jahan pairala lijin han pairala brohona na witungli brohona na witungli kejahan malay paira kamasung ay na hanglo kamasung ay na hanglo nalichahan pairala lichihan paira verse 3 ishava na gazingay na itumli itumli nga chon mira jishu na itumli tan na makhuyu malay mara itumli tan da makhuyu malay mara kamashung bang vare na nali jahan pairala mashung bang vare na chi han pai re la rohona na wi tung li ka chi han ma lei pai re kama shung ai na hang lu na li chi han pai re la.
Yari Pamose, please be seated. Siasa say, let us pray. Let us pray. Kazingram Rikley, itum Saikorowi Ava, Nishinaye, Zimishon Kamatan and the Quiramida, Zinget Kamata, Kami he Telega, very leaning she the Musot me delay. Achi Roho Ukru mission the Legisha Uncle Ramna. Achi Higata advance Alagaya Zingum Mirinli Octvis Harala. I Akashida E Ukru mission he, E Hotnagada, Achi E Yuri Akashida E Shemgada. Ana lungsan kaina awi ukrungli chikatawi aspiration leilaga mangali muiva gida khani thot bingli yanglaga itumli tamkhui ga pai shikhui ga pai kala energetic sala kaina ringji theida klei theilaga truck ring pai shawa nawi ka phaning ne cha kha mikamona khika masa khairar mane prohi nawi khang ran ne cha kha kipana ka khika masa mirar mane Chuvang, Aja, Dampunghi, Shavana, Awivang ne, Legashir, Angara, Wivang Nana, Ran me Gahaya Nejaka, Bro, no we look a mission, no we legacy, no we kapaninchi, itumui upum, Ogotihili, Rashung Milo de Hivang Siasaye. Dialagaina Achi, Hili Ledekle, Ihun Punli, Iukruli Ledekleya. Richum now, Gyaka, Jota, Ringada, Kakanang, poverty we, injustice we, Gyaka. Ringkanga gachot later lakla hili ila hiling shapasanga yeda nganinga da klaya legishyanga ramli prona na pasaka mata milo nawi gazingra moi awar wisdom awitungli chipem milo kala arila achi legishyanga ramwi campaign hili shirukhi migi da klaya angar legishy itumui honorable respected honorable MP na pam hili unglaga hida da campaign hili gutomi da klei thelaga itum traka appreciate sada laye awitungli la pro pasaka matha sang mi da achi eu shamga gi da klei hili pro nawi thangkhamai nawi lukhamishan athumutungli ta shungmilo da hifang sia sai aring ran gaya program sai korehi shawa nawi panglo hor sangai re nawi gapningchi shogruno cheni tum sai korana very weak opening to heal a mug, Gigi Taylor, itum the Chiwi Atishuda, Paycarda, Ataka Mate, Galamike has some rudder, itum no Banglika Chihan, or Sangja, the Siasa the Capone. Bro no weak opening Shogrunoda, we commit Shamay Mingli, Siasa the Capone. Amen.
Nishlagere, Quira. Soyer Permelangly Nishlagade. Ara Kito Shataka Sauke, Ari Kayangli, Uliro Jeraka, MN01X 244 his Sapaika site Kasamel Pongai. And Ara Itumui, welcome speech, Quira Tani Unglang na Atamque Mirano.
Dui maksha zawida ina dui hinte na matuyobi. First of all, I thank God for giving us this good and pleasant time in the political campaign of the 12th constituency of Manipur. Respectable Sri Muivah, our NPF candidate, 44 Ukru Assembly constituency, Sri Dr. Roho, Honorable Member of Parliament Lok Sabha, Sri Vicky Ho Su, Honorable MLA, Nagaland State, Sri Owangbao Nimai, Honorable Minister, Environment and Forest Manipur, also the President, NBF MSU, Sri Achumbimo Kikon, Secretary General, NBF Center Kohima, Sir Alan Shaiza, Retired Wing Commander, Sir William, President 44 Ukur Area Unit, Pastor Soyerbam Rereng, Pastor of Mizarung Baptist Church, Catechist Rubin Yangya, Catechist Catholic Church Ukur, Moderator Sir Yamso Hongray, all the NBF dignitaries, unit advisor, unit workers, and all the NBF supporters who present here today. I, on behalf of my Aungdang community and on my own behalf, welcome each and everyone who presents here in this midst, and also wish a very fruitful and a successful campaign for our NBF candidate Sri Ram Muivah in this 12th Assembly constituency. I once again thank you and welcome you all in this midst. Thank you.
Next, to my ENFO Chairman, Mr. Tan Ming Lengli, we welcome speech with Ning Shi Chung of Hong Chokle. Ara introduction he William na atam ko mirano.
Tan mina, mai stik vai atam hunwang ning shi unthi dari mitre. Chung ka pam re kha party main functionary Nagaland kara MS1 ka tak hiking hi da khach te mi ya ruide. Ri mi thwi da hum phun ne aunga. Ông mới thấy ông to được không những cái mình cái suy kiến định o늘 bật kiến định là cả ra nó mình cái gì không nhớ luôn. Cái này đi, mà cái rằng bây giờ mà ông ra đó không mình nào cái, các thôn mới đi, cái summer reform, working president NPF Center, chairman, election committee, những share sir, committee, sao ông stroke is a tragedy, arma, thế nào cái. China, Dr. Loho Foche, Honorable MP Lok Sabha. Thank you, sir. Next is Guru Y. Vicky Ho Su, Honorable MLA, NLA, in charge of Manipur. Thank you, sir. Next week, we're for Muivah, Working President MSU. Ning share uza. China, we're Honui Kui Gusung, General Secretary Admin MSU. Ning share uza dida. Next week, is to me, Kaya candidate from Muivah. Ning share uza. Next, Anghola Yim, President, Central Women Wing, Kohima. Thank you, ma'am. Next, Akoli Stacy, General Secretary, Central Women Wing, Kohima. Thank you, ma'am. Next, Anay Kim, CEC member, NBF Central, Kohima. Thank you, ma'am. Kanao Sada Atoli Ajumi, Secretary, COP, Central Office, Kohima. Hirimba Magza Hare, MSU way. Secretary, working forum, please. You share.
Ning share. Ara, itu me exhortation he. We're Lan Shaiza retired wing commander na mira. Hina kai kana kathai sangsara. Cái nằm mất thấy sang ra hina lead yang so sai za we second son Denny we chơi này second son nana ara awe atam khui mi no
사루에 아마 이기지 되었고 그야시 강이 분오 강의 운나오 저시들 스팅 그 외에 그런 나오 션 그런 선호빙 이래는 더 뭔가 테이머를 이 상크레이 상딱가이를 이름이 먹고 이름이 덤가이가 지금 한국랑도 이 이름 리마 밤에 이 시바이정도 에어포스정도 상딱 에나 인디아리 보이르까 리타일 사가위티리 벵골로리 사들산 기나 아치 강닝이 이나 이투모이 선호빙 이라 respected 사락하이 MP를 정도래야 MLA minister cái nó cái lên ấy nữa rất hay party members không cũng như vậy so I salute all of you. I'm so grateful that you all came for this, and I feel on behalf of my family I give you greetings, send you greetings, and God bless. Yêu quý tăng khu địa ta đã có mấy sáng một khổ trái nên là thùng please forgive me. 그 다들 이나 뭐 두이들은 그 다들 그 생기 무슨 아치 이나 강자 다그 election 그 중국 대 샤바르 politician 사이트 걔네 이거 도라 politics 지정 사이트 애나 꿈그 지다 election 라크 이tum나 다들 traditionally 아저자시 심쿠 지파교들은 support 사르 아리사르 가루이 이tum나 이시나 이시심쿠리 이망머닝머네 그이나 다다루 introduce 하가 태우르 히리 심쿠리리 이시아크토 테니 항직 사이자시 나오메르 카르 호몽 사이자 아레 정그레이 이샤와 그또 룽심 사이자 신나오메라 바이쇼 알아 아지부하고 알아도 있고 자이나 이시 알아 그또 닥터 룽심 사이자 신나오메라 솔로를 정부래 솔로를 라이 알리밤 베이데 자이나 있tum나 sit family meeting kui 자이나 에나 톡 낙에나 퍼닝르까 곰 그치다 election 그치다 support 사례다 candidate right 무슝라 party 무슝라 그지 이tum나 무주 쿠이르까 아주위 candidate Mr. Ram Muivah 이나 그테이타카 아위 mission 우크루위 라이릭파 our personality and our expertise in every field, our track records, and Sakai, our training, our katem. Us, I served 30 years in the Indian Air Force. Our mission statement, clarity of thoughts, and the progress we recognize. Ito magsangkreva politics jika kamata he hada ketirino segmenaina lekai jaina shangnao itada way the king how we program for the general development we and the ka in a songai nai jaina aju ya ishi simkul jika adi full hearted support kabina you confidence cry are we track record are we kiri hi mission uprika pa makapa pin theira a kya ka them mi khara kya ka experience khre mi khara hi notum na theira ai thadai ordinary meaning and thada vision khre development khira ki thada ishi iram ra had a constituency AC44 he matam color can take a dictator and cur I will tell me he can utilize his talent plus his experience and his connections with the bureaucrats in the land in the center of power New Delhi Jankata the way power had through connections and krasen Minister Risarapai could have done a phone, tell he the phone Agasaika. He had a sauce, he had a sauce, Hagit had a gene had a what Kasana, and that this is as I don't know how effective he was. Ham Vijamina, our integrity of Hera, Gyaka on a Sagra, Gyakamatata or Sagra Gira, Lutum the Hair. Jaina Hitata Miri, select Saraka, Makang Saka. Jewelry, Shiman, then are you with a appeal say, you will request it. But oh, he crapping that, the Hangvar. Is she candidate Ram Muivah, Sas, Adi, Ford Miracle Councils. Rakani doing success. Then NPF party. Kacama party, Kamata party, Jimam Rai Atumna had a hang paparira, NP more than 60 years in the history by NPF. I mean, it's the right party, the right candidate who will bring development to our constituency. Then I'm at you. Bangdak and Osarika. Doing such what Jungain heard that the ultimate victory with Rawi Tundike. Then Siasas. Most important, we give glory to God. Vibrari Posa. Kamata candidate he, Yuruno, G. appeared Aksan. I Kato Paishoji America Republic. China the Bungal Matana message Kitino Kamietri. Chú nicht schnell ko.
Sa và cái tô vì mấy xin là ta thấy nó khổng nhau cái
Kaya si hangi au punduno hangi nào khui khara nào san kaya sát nào pin di mai thui da na tum sai ko really ina shingkul wi salami tale ini la kuti sai za hoya lấy dòng một số sai dầu nào mía rồi phần nào người chạy đi in là 7 số nữa ở dưới cái gì phi đi nó cũng dần ấy nó xả lên rồi làm đàn nào đó có máu kia đó muốn dần rồi thu rồi lá đó cái này theo Manipur Legislative Assembly thì đi nhưng những sao đó cái này ở giờ rồi Muivah li cái tôm sơ sài cái gì in là nó tôm sai của rồi sẽ hay nó cũng bỏ này nhưng chỉ lá khai rồi
ni share we lan chazali and pong te na tum de hang thei mi khai wang now next may I call upon Dr. Lorho to kindly take your time.
Good morning. It is a great privilege for me to be able to come to Aungtang of Humpun village. This is a village that I've really looked forward to coming and meeting people, and as I come, I'm so happy that it happens to be an occasion when we are all here to support and give our mandate blessings to Uja Ram Muivah. I'm so happy that the chief of this village, Humpun village, is also in our midst, and I'm happy to meet my old friends, Aceh Boy, Ragui, and also my friend Mr. Maranchan. Maranchan was my classmate, Aceh Boy was my senior, but we worked together. Maybe for the benefit of all, I will speak in Tangkhul. I actually belong to Mao. Iwa Mao ne, but Mao salala Tangkhul tuena. The sapai ka communicate sao se de hang. Ina Tangkhul ngala aka kui hau da jovang ina Tangkhul tui katong ang maning salala tada jungkamay tada teye shaye tada mutui kwai sao se kichini. Iprevo hi somdal ramayna ne. Ina somdal kachipahi katada hangay kleje ka awo richumhao hi ukrul petigru na kra tamtran awi disciple sada ukruli ralaga ana varewi sokami varewi lukhamashan varewi lekashi hitheda aram lila or miyur Manipur ngaleli miyur khangte lila thadatam chithei khami wiwangena iram naw bingla ralaga somdal larik tamda somdal wena varewi pau varewi sokami varewi lukhamashan ka chithei laga athumna iram shongda khoi chitha haukida Tangkhul ngaleli ithumna yenkaka Tangkhul ngaleli Tangkhul mibingli thada nathumli kya silak hena ithumna yenkaka yur akhane kachipachi ina achu Humpun wi ramli ralaga hithada กับมาตั้มจะลีอินหังไงเนี่ยอิทุมฮีอิลีMPอาคาซาดานัทุมนาเลชิลาแค่น่ะwithout party with affiliation ไม่เองล่ะนักทุมกระต้องเอาไว้กระต้มขมิปาจีอีไทยละกะนิ่งลุมลักเกริงพลักเกขจิปาจีอินหังไงอีอาตัมจิลีนัทุมนาคิดว่าอิลีโหวตมีเคลอีเมาหนาวซาเจนมันนิ่งมันเองมันนิ่งมันเลยไปอี NPF น่ะขังนิ่งวิวังละมันนิ่งมันเลยไปบัดนัทุมนาขมิปาจีอิจะชาลีก็จะจ้าวิยูริเลชิดาขมิเนก็จะจีอินักคุยไม่จีอาตัมจิลี issue problem ตราขชกเกคุกีนากา or ขังเตจิกทัลชกเก but นัทุมนาอิลีโหวตขมิฮีอินักคุยลิว่า it is across party lines นัทุมนาขมิฮี because ยูริเลชิดาอิจะจ้าวิ future ไปฮี settle เศร้าเสอิจะจ้าวิ settle ไปฮี future ไปฮียังกาลกะฮิลิ support ซาลกะ mandate มีเอาเสกจิววางเงินนะอิลิ vote มีกจิปาจีอินักคุยนิชิลาเกอุครูงเลลีอีวิ campaign ฮาวกุปกทานเนเจตัมจิลี after immediate launching in Sanapati ทดาอุครูลิกาลกะนัทุมงเลลีรักจังจีริงพลาเกฉันเอาลองวิ golden jubilee เคลตัมลีกำจองชงเนกุมรำฮอดาครัวเคลอิมาวาลักรังไซบัจจิลีละอิลีจิงราดรามิโลโจดาอิลี opportunity อักสัมพังลกะจิลิขวาตัมทรานตังคูลชนาวบิงนั่นละคู่กจีเวนกตงเวนราลกะจิลิกจิบตาสาตัมทรานอัตุมนาอิลี blessing นัตุมนาอาจักไม่ไทยมิลกะอิลิ support ซาระดานัทำกุยคุยขายจูวังเงินะตังคูลงเลกตงเลวงสุงเอกจิปาจีอินักคุยเจนันนิงศิลาเกริงพลาเกตังคูลปาฮิลีมียูร์ขังเตยนะยังกาเซอร์เลกจิปาจีอินหังไงไม่มีจุงฮาวดา district อักวิมีสาวกิดามรักลิมีอักขณิลิมีนะอัสมริงกับพลาเลยละไป but the fact that Tangkul Ngaleli God's grace came first to be spread into the land of Manipur kachipahia malai ase kachipaji ina natumli hangai chithau kida Tangkul Ngaleli than khamia mi binglila mina varena somilaga etum chailila shok sake ukrul wenala hiwi ram wenala Manipur with Chief Minister Kasa Oja yang Moshoshai ja awi now Miera la achu itum marakli chang haire ring phalake hit hada varena so mikai kachipachi achu atumwi family henala chang laga yur katong li ukrulu mi katong li yur katong li isi naga katong li Manipur katong li chithada than khami pachi mamalaya se very we so kami hi apam hilil le kachang kho kachipachi in hangai chithau kida achu ili MPA ka sao da ili MPF we candidate bingwi kapang khawai committee li ili chairman sa da sangmi in hangai iwi election atamjli wa partyless. It was across party lines. Tada sao kida ili achu chairman sangmia ka ili support sami dakle party khangtai ga thai bing jinala maring phagi jika party with ticket kapola mila chunghau kida chu marakli mi katong li mi kapai maning sathuda mia khali kapang hai ka masang kapang bing nala maring phagi jiao ga da ili masang milo cho da ina party li poe but atumna kahangji party with principal party with khangcha kacha tui mong hai nala nana chithal sa phungra da hanghau ki da ila siyasa laga sai party li ticket kapo mi bing hi apam hi ukrul 44 we nala mi tra kharai khrabing chi ka phas sere mi akla o hi pai hi ne da khet khwai male mane you na le shi mi da khle sere but mi ka tong ali wa ma mirror to the ma mi pai to the akha mang ka pangai ที่อุจารามุยวาลิตาขายเนี่ยจิตหาดา constituency ขังเตยลิลาอิทุมนะมีทรากปังละกะอาจูวี NPF ticket หิมีอิทุมนะจิตหาดากปังขายอัตมจีกัดหาดาอีวินิงลิราจิกเลเจกะคาเรลี2012ลีมีทราดาขะขณีกปังละกะ contest ไซมีนะ problem ที่อัตมจีลี problem นะตรักเลหาวกิดามีมติมัง election ละกะMLA ซาไซ2017ลิละจีปปเมตุมีทราดามัติฮัดอิทุมนะขังกะกาจีบัจิวิลี only 4 returned successful ทุมนะคิดว่านะ NPF มณิปุริคุระเคลเจกะ so that we will be a binding force so that Manipur and Nagaland Nagayur kachipahi so that we will all stand together and support this one issue for the common cause of the Naga people. Jithada salaga sai. But he katha negotiation table pachili Ravina hange kachipachi ngana laga shalaga ning sazula kaijo. You have the issue, but you don't have people. You have only 4 MLAs in Manipur. The hangai chitui chi chalaga ning sazulake. Itum naga mibing itum kachi katawi future sakavai itum sadalekla. Are we going in for various other things other than supporting our own issue? Kachipachi ina ngahan kangai ne. Many people mikachungana developmentally, mikachungana paisali, mikachungana maybe other issues. Sometimes some of our own leaders have not lived up to the expectation of the people. Jiuvanganala tada support masanga to the jithada lay kachipachi in a thaye. But this one time in a yaruili appeal sa khangaiwa 2022 election hi arwewa zimiksho mati mang campaign atam lay phanga thangwan chuwa itum katong achi vote sanghaura. Let this 2022 election be a year when all of the 10 candidates become winners. Winnable candidate mang itum nakapange. You may like or may not like, but ichacha we issue naga we issue pahi lay kachipaji thai laga naga we issue pahi for one last time support salaga hili 10 out of 10 hi samphangaya ka. Indian government nala itumli there will be no place for us for them to put down our issue anymore. 25 years of negotiation has gone by. 7 years of since the framework agreement has been signed. Aru yengda shall we present to the government of India that we still have only 4 MLAs or even less? Are we not supporting? Support sa rumser house. Itumwi candidate pahi Nalinka laga, let him continue to carry forward the banner of the Naga issue. Kok party pachi, it is more than 63 years old, the Hangdale. So let us support. Let us give our one-time support and then Ichachawi, your issue, our issue, let him carry forward so that the party will be able to give our best support to our negotiators so that the government of India will also know that the issue is not only with the other people, but the people are with the issue and the people are here to support, and we are here looking forward that God will continue to be gracious to us. Varena itumli lumashan miruno tangkul ngalei wena Manipurli varewi lukhamashan pachi rasang da itum yu katong ali yao kakane. Likewise, everybody is looking up to Ukrul, tangkul yur pahili yen kadak le kale yur ne kachipaji thay laga natumbi support, natumbi vote, natumbi khangkami laga arui uja alan na hangai thada. He is the best person in the best party, and that let him continue to carry forward. I know there are various other candidates. You ngasot now mang ne you brother-in-law ngasot now being with now in-laws being mang ne And then I know that they are also very good and dynamic, but they are in the wrong parties. And so I appeal to you that you will support once again. And whatever Ukhrul does, people from elsewhere will also see, and then they will carry forward this, the mandate that you give, so that our land will now live in peace, in harmony. Development will come, and that God will continue to do his work in bringing peace and tranquility in our area. All the best, my friend, Mr. Muivah. And as you support, let us see to it that there will be no violence, it will be free and fair, and that people will know that NPF, the Naga People's Front, is a principled party. It is a party built up on the principles of the scripture, the Christ, and that we will continue to live to glorify God. Thank you very much, and let Ukhrul do its best, and Ukhrul bring glory to God. Thank you, and Kuk Nalim.
Nishlakay itu Muivah si kanya Dr. Lorho na tarakay na matrisang miwang si Chungka Pongchokle. Ina sequencing Muivah na ito inamding ko iwamik na ko. Ara itu Muivah candidate kaya si kanya candidate Muivah li atam midle.
Nishlakay issue moderator, master of ceremony. We make up the Humpunwi Kyash Balak Haya Aungawi Agato Kalaredawi Aunga Salsa Itao HA Kauringam Ajing Tor Aungahi Itumatan Rature Sali Vidauga Hapno Leuda Jana Ita Hauringamli Ningshia Kachunga Pongchok the lay. Kala Humpunwi Hangung Naupingli, you were in a pa, you Mank her Ningshi, Drang Sok the lay, Itum Nata, the Swirak Yatu Rahili, Natumna, a tan to Tobina Itum Lee, welcome Sahami Wang, support Sahami Wang, Katompi Wang, Nishi the Mothermane. Kala Ari Mangalimatu Mikaya, Kayashi Paya, Dr. Lord Ho, S. Fuse, Ishui. Honorable Member of Parliament, Kala our Chairman, Selection Committee Sasaye, Juvan Alini Shilamaramane, Kala Anna, Iram, Aburam Duena, Tangu Duena, Speech Talagan Mere, J. Stampolaina, Idilanam, Tammy them to the late Tangu Dui, the Dr. Loholini Shilamaramane. I may have to speak in bilingual, maybe English and Tangul both. And our respected friend from Nagaland, Mr. Achum Bemo Kikon, Secretary General, NPF Central Kohima. Thank you so much, Mr. Achum Bemo, for coming all the way from Kohima to Ukhrul, not only to lend moral but physical support to me. I have come to know Mr. Achum Bemo is like a dynamite. He may be short stature, but he is a dynamite. A kind of Napoleon. Thank you, Mr. Achum Bemo. And respected Mr. Y. Vikiho Su, Honorable MLA, Nagaland, and also in charge of Manipur State of NPF, and the leader of campaign for Ukhrul. Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Vikiho, for coming to Ukhrul, not only to lend your moral but physical support to me. I believe Mr. Vikiho is not only a politician, successful politician, but he is also successful entrepreneur. And your team, Mrs. Anay Kamling, thank you so much. And also Miss Yan Hola, President of Central Women Wing, and also Miss Hetoli, Secretary COP, and all your colleagues. Thank you so much for coming to Ukhrul all the way from Kohima to lend not only moral but physical support. Thank you so much. and also Honorable Minister of Forest, Mr. Awang Pao Nyumei, the President of Manipur NPF. And he is also a candidate in Tamil. I don't know how he managed to come all the way from Tamil to Ukhrul. I personally want to express my deep gratitude to Mr. Awang Pao for his gesture. Despite his hectic ministerial work and also the campaign trail in Tamil, he managed to come all the way to Ukhrul, not only to lend moral but physical support. I deeply, deeply appreciate. Thank you so much, sir. Kala legacy Amay Alan Shaiza, retired Wing Commander. Kala awi sinawara Saikor. Moral support mang maningla, ili physical support sada de tadagra hai ache Alan Shaiza lening silamaramane yarwi katong tedale ahi late yang maso Shaiza we second son ne. Kala an iu maram lilam thalang mati mere ni silamaramane. Kala awi chinawara ari honmong Shaiza athang mere ache tendi we now mere ne. Kala asebu Shaiza ari late ocha lungsim Shaiza we now mere. Kala Sorin Shaiza hila Dr. Rishing Shaiza medical director saksa Nagaland ocha yam so we third brother ta assist dang rak tong krawi bang. Kala ili not only moral support but physical support. Kala ili katom phi bang ini slagay mamlai lag mare. I would like to say in English about little bit about the late Yamaso Shaiza's family. We thankful consider the Shaiza's family like a royalty. Their grandfather Babu Shangyang Shaiza was the first revenue officer among the tribals in Manipur during colonial period. And his son Yamaso Shaiza was one of the second graduates in Manipur Hill area. The first one was Major Bob Kating, 1939 from Cotton College. Our late Yamaso Shaiza, together with Mr. Shankar Singh and W. Shaiza, they graduated in 1940 from, I think, Scottish College in Kolkata. We consider them like a royalty because they are, a unique family. They are known throughout Manipur for their large-heartedness. Today, their son, their nephews, the grandson, they have all come to this Rishing Hall, not only to lend moral but as physical support. I can never forget, I cannot express my gratitude. There is no adequate words how grateful I am. I deeply, deeply appreciate the gesture. Thank you so much. Kala Itaw Samuel Risom, Working President, Central Kohima, Kala Chairman, Election Committee, Nishidakere Itaw Samuel Risom Lila, Kala Itaw Munaw Sang, President, NBF Division, Itaw William, President, 44 Ukhrul Area Unit, Sain Itaw Tan Mei Ungleng, Chairman, ANFO, Sain Ukhrulwi Yao Gohoma, Maiselung wi yaw homa Pastor Soyarpam releng ning shinaire nana sialam thalang sak biwang ning shinamaramane kala yaw homa ketikis pupen yangya ali lening shilage chen itaw maranchan lukham retired IS officer ali thum ngali pamitele ning shilamaramane ana iwi star campaigner sak haine Chief Star Campaigner, Chuvang Ali Ningsing, Chung Pongsok Tele. Chain issue we Elder Forum we convener, Amay Jambam Sariao, Kala Amay H. Unaupam, Chain Amay Artex, Chain Wacha Frankie, Chain Amay Umuso Kosomo, Kala Itao H. Varesang, Kiashik by ATC member South, China legacy aung tang we ka lo humpun we isa wangra isa me isa chon ngara isar iktongra saikor ina thumli re makeup the akhalat la luishida nishna haire the hangangai nei hitha de ithum yaw thu khra hili mathan thu pai na ili kala iling ru khra issue endoras saikorli welcome sahmi wang nishila maramane no thumi support kala cooperation khmi wang the inishila maramane. Let me say a few words about Ukhrul, those who are not familiar. Ukhrul is, I consider, Jerusalem of Manipur, because the first school in the Manipur Hill area was established in Ukhrul, 1896, 11 February. And the first church was also born in Ukhrul. The Phungyo Baptist Church was established in 1901. And surprisingly, maybe by divine arrangement, when William Pettigrew landed in Ukhrul 1896, he was ordered by the political agent and the Maharaja of Manipur that only Tangkhul people should be evangelized, only Tangkhul people should be educated. I don't know how such order was issued, but that was a fact. Only in 1917, when Manipur Maharaja had to recruit 2,000 labor corps for the France, Ukhrul people volunteered 1,200. The Maharaja was so grateful to William Pettigrew, he was allowed to evangelize the rest of the Manipur Hill area in 1917. So for about 20 years, Ukhrul was the only place in the whole of Manipur Hill area who were educated, who were given imparted education, and also who were evangelized. Only in 1917, the mission headquarters was moved to Kambopi, more centrally located place. That is why sometime I thought Ukhrul is the Jerusalem of Manipur, being the birthplace of Christianity. Incidentally, Ukhrul was also the first Indian town captured by the Japanese on 27 March 1944 after a very fierce battle. Thereafter, the Japanese 30 and the 15th Division, they marched forward to Kohima, and I think Kohima was occupied on 7 April, 1 month after Ukhrul, and they remained in Kohima and Ukhrul, Japanese soldiers, till 8 July 1944. There are a few significant other things. The only two tribal chief ministers of Manipur happened to be from Ukhrul district, Yang Maso Shaiza in 1974 and Mr. Rishankei Singh in the late 1980s. And the first graduate of Manipur Hill area, Major Pop Cutting, happened to be from Ukhrul. And it was one of the Tangkhul tribemen, Major Pop Shaiza, who occupied one of the most beautiful corners of India, Tawang, on 6 February 1951. So I thought that my friend from Nagaland, they may like to know a little bit about Ukhrul. Very sadly, Ukhrul, the Jerusalem of Manipur, who produced 2 chief ministers, have been denied cabinet posts for the last 20 years. In terms of infrastructure, Ukhrul is like a slum. I remember when I was in college, Ukhrul was much bigger than Kentok and the Itanagar. Today, Kentok and Itanagar is 20 times the size of Ukhrul, simply because Sikkim, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Itanagar, Arunachal, they all got state. Imagine the situation of Manipur tribal area. Forget about statehood. We are not even getting the 6th schedule in this 21st century. May I recall, in 1950, much before I was born, the Constituent Assembly subcommittee came to Kohima. Our leader, Mr. Pizzo, was offered 6th schedule in 1950. our leader Piso felt insulted. He is considered too small. But today, our faith Manipur tribals were not even getting the 6th schedule. Now, let me seek the indulgence of our non-Tangkhul friends. Let me say a few words in Tangkhul for the convenience of everybody. Ya thang iwi salutation jali kya shapaila khaya aje sirar kuili mahang thore aje sirar kuila itumani sobam dele I he Chairman MPFW advisor ne ali learning shik chung phong sok dele isingra in a rishing holy krahi ajin ka khnia shine I October lila aung ame kharar sari mea sangta heli meeting sak shigai ne in a chili hang the cropping ji repeat in salimere atam sang khwai kha aji nan na thumli share sangai la khai khani thumle tele ji share sage the makeup the in a katha the Manipur hang wishing sangai how in a thumli ning thain hange iwa lema mangli tishan kui papa la ka kramani mane iwi personal benefit wang kramani mane kha in a shaire avoramui the chot para now remain of being chot we khan of being chot khanga gau ji shaire jowang I avoramli bottom thaki the kharani in a more punglak salala in a Manipur hang wishim sangi ji kala in a immediately major step ka khujitran Iwa Vivrali Siasai Mori Punnak Salada. Vivrawi Tangmet wisdom. Vivrawi guidance Chitsakamichi Port of Ikone. Iling Sona Ping the Emily Sangfaitra Hangai Nichatamli Mumbai private company what offer side Saye. Manipur Gramenala India Shokanale Ili post retirement what from truck oversight. Ka iwiningly realization Ahrai a sense of mission. To transform Avoram, Kalo Ukru, the Jerusalem of Manipur. Itum Gata the Hiak, Dinshida Jota Oktua Holosi. Itumli Don Mate Oktusa Nefa Bingina. Stay with Sambang Laga. Kum Kali, Government of India, when a central plant assistant, 14,000 crores among the lady. Arunachal population is 14 lakh mang money. 14 lakh, 14,000 crore middle. Taka 1 lakh population 1,000 crores among the lady. Sikkim population is 6 lakh mang money. Atumna sambang the clay, kum gachida 3,000 crore. Chitaka mi lakh akhan 1,000 crores among ishi tangkul 2 lakh population kya samang the lay 100 crore makamane. Aji itumi kongnai no pingna. Stay with samang sir daka itum Manipur pungna pingba. 6 schedule in the Musam Pangi. Yaka Kachot was collecting the Psychori Jungelaga Ila as a proud thankful, responsible thankful. Iwi what in rule the Santa Lady Kapaning name. Avuram Shimkasi Jak itum Gachivi what in route. It is our moral responsibility, Shepshituli. Juvanga in the Ila in the 35 years, IS officer Sada. Iwi could take them come exposure, network, friendship. But Tongaji, Iwo, Shin Laga, Avuram Lila Iwi. What can Ruchi contribution Mingaye the Ichuvang, the Shenka Queen? In a Sakangai Vishanji, Mararang Laga, Natumli, Turkingai Kanitum lately. Kachitana election propaganda Sada. Delimitation of the Trakamati at the lake. Ukru Sakayol Baida. Each Masalak Mare Ukrului, Humpumui, integrity. Not to my wishes to even respect Sare. Not to my Ningajang to even Sami Regine. Not to Maningajang what Im Sami Lag Maragaji, Ire make up the Hangai. Chili Langda. Delimitation he in the Tumay the Chungsida Kalede. E politicians are no Masarano. Democracy is a rule of majority. Chitakitum Emily Mamtang Kan Saksila. Manipur he Union Territory Adamli, Ukrul District Emily Panga de Sade. Ukrul with Mati, Kala major pop cutting na, Sakormang the Jang. Ni Pangale Sajan Emily. 1972 league stay with some Jana, Ishiliba to Mang Mere. Kikamale Mane, population at Jumelgata, Delimitation Commission Ukruli, Constituency Aka, Mataisam Mikaine, Sinakate Constituency. Kurji, Mete dominated government. Supreme Court Kesalaka, Mayu to the Government of India President Ukruli, Emily Ahamataika Maker, Ashishokra, bloodshed, civil war, shock like India with integrity, the President stays Hamikainda. To Vanga in Itumna, Marin Panak to the Manipur Tribal Delimitation Forum, the Constitution Saye, Justice W. Shishak, retired Chief Justice High Court, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, and the Chairman Saye, Ame Home Rakhan, convener, il member. Chit had Itum of Sakchang the Grande Clade, Ukruli, Emily Ahamataika Hamihi, implement Sapungre. Delimitation Commission recommend Saji, implement Samilo, Jemaning occur, Qatar recommendation Samilo, the Ituma Prime Ministerly letter Kanishak Bisangare. Justice Ranjana Kumari Desai, Chairperson the letter Kanishak Bisangaine. Justice Shishagna, Shwai Sasare. China in Hangai Point Baba, Kachigatana, election propaganda sada delimitation of the lake, Ukru Sakari, Kiban Sakaido. Even Ukrum Sakai Vai, integrity, Humbuman Ukrum Sakai Vai, Ning did the clay day. Kachigatana, Jahang Saka, document Jitelo Danglo. Representation memorandum, Jitelo Danglo. It will serve two purposes. Number one, Chigata letter could be me budget expose Sagi today. Number two, Chigata document like Jangholo. Chitago Hiva, Yaru wishes money, Yaru Ning Sang money, individual Akana, our individual interest in Kasare, Hiva Katat Mio, the Kapisanga de la Manimla, she in that only they make up the Jangaine. Kahania Lee, Arihon Itum election propaganda Sada Vajitana, ATC Pili Pangnak and Metusatale. ATC Pil Hiva, Ishingra, Assembly Table Musarange, introduce Musarange, Draft Mang Sadak Lane, Draft Gasana Ujili, Credit Post the Digila, the Kuchigatana, Ningishiming Aika, NPF Limiredela, Kaja Hill Area Committee Chairman Hill, Itao, they showcasing the NPF party name. Ningashimiga Alimira, Kaishingara, Siwe Atom Zimararange, Shepshi to the Hangta, it is too premature. A Tamam Terang Laga, a Tamam Minang Laga, Assembly the Table Sarang Laga, Joe make up the 31 member Tagasade, Sipasa Sejega, in Hanghai Point Baba, Shilake, Akanakarano, Akanakarano, ATC Bill, Article 371C here, Katom Plungra, support Saplungra. Article 371C Itum Kapuna Pingli 1972 Manipur government will come as the constitutionally enshrined Sagaine Sangaine Itumna Sambanghangaran Itumna Sambangangi legitimate political right 50 years implement Magsahi Itumui Kapungui tribal MLA Mako Kalitsa Diklag Jinda Atuma Amig Biaola Ikipa Kipalika criticize Sangai Mane, her 50 years, Ishiva, be poop and create how we get in it. Me, Kona no ping the stayhood samang dele. Growing pesa samang dele. Ishi Manipur Nakanovo, 21st century, 6th schedule Masambangi. The most pitiable situation in the whole of India. It will make a ping. Tankul Yashula Sho, Khalid Bahogla Jinda. 50 years late. Initiative quickly mange. Anikanishila Tankun of Sasade. Professor M. Horam, Chairman Salagaji. Professor Roy Perman Committee, the Constitute Sade. Ka Wajara Shawi Ministry Tobal Sawe, and the Chairman Satumane. After 50 years, Itaulesiona. Chairman ka saina are an initiative teo kwitele in Hanghai point baba 50 years itumli constitutionally mighai itum legitimate political rights la kiwang fully implement isam klag jene jen akhna karano I for one even he supports her statehood ka tha jiba aruchang mahangrar mane ka at least itumi autonomous district council jiba pokwi se jene autonomous district council itumi local self government de is a grassroots democracy ne tiawrno chungrno itumi sambang ranji ukhul apam hili ta jangrno jene maite mayang wili bai ka itumi mara sumane ka tiaw khamang la itum sambang ranji let it percolate here he dispense har chuwang iwa ADC bilji iwa support sarag ji ne tumle hang ngai ne in atam shram khilwe ke iwi vision tiaw ko inan thum hangau ke ishi tangbur hiba ka phungli pamau ke da tar khawa du ke chothang phai male mane I telili pam la ji longshim ye social media li ta pa khu ji da ukhruwi isar ishawo ishazon ngarana tar mang phai male ma da 3 AM pung ke thumi thui la ga rkhongli tar soksa tali dhang de ishingra iba chi pa la ga ngya pi pai mane manung khawat na 21st century li itum khongnai ping na 24/7 bathroom li kitchen li pai ban terung de le manung mission mala isha chon ngra isha boli pung thumni thui la ga ngya ter phag za ji iwa re me kap ta I address sangai sabai kha I aya la mapum sing sui li vai re chili kong ji la ga ni long de le de kong ra ji ma thing ri ga ina ngara mi le tra ham le mane permali Myanmar li kong wa long wa de le iwa sabai kha ATP wila Jaika wila World Bank wila or Government of India wila minimum 500 crore wila ga mapum sing sui pushing bron shakli 200 300 tamsara taraji 132 kV substation sang laga harwa khangai li 8000 feet li kapkare join ukhul humpum rephe kalhang kuire mariam wasungda sauchong sangshar hata rambo tusa iram shova wasungda pai pai na 24/7 gravity na iping ai dele ichi thada jungji dele ningshila khaire number 2 li ukhulu chot me kap kji connectivity infrastructure deficit in the way sarok mali laga thada develop hira ora shepsi tuli khang thada road is the backbone of development songfu hina ithumi komowi action we ari kui ki than da way action de ari kui ma chung kha na aphiai na ahui ning ning pai la kongri ta ore songfu hina ithumi action ari kui ki thane iba re me kap da khangte te ji ka pai ne tar aina water supply na roti isami ngai ye aji ukhul town li saro akhmang blacktop sa de le de in a PWD principal secretary sa la ji ukhul wi 4500 square kilometer li okram ipobi cm ithumne khamiji 6 crore ka thada sorok semora Phungyer constituency alone 2400 square kilometer Impal with 40 constituency ji only 2000 square kilometer Chile Manipur government na 2 crore mi de ka thada sorok sa ora in a cm le hang is 4500 square kilometer li 6 crore mi ka iwi mirin li blacktop ma them ra thang sin da an hang e ra Muivah ukhul de di PMJ soi pesa yam phange da hang de thawi in ukhuli iru avura mui only hometown ukhuli gaji tharan ukhuli sarok akhmang ji sekhor thade ka jing roi ka lui ka south haye ka sing ham ko uphun ma chat pai ma ili au gentleman han hang de ko himali abo ukhuli high expectation like sai ji ukhuli ung jaina ukhuli slum thai dang de as a proud thankful it hurt my pride you self respect it just has da ge ikhayake mukok chung hi ajukum cleanest city the award middle jang ithumui wa hili sekhor thado leg saji in the principal secretary works at the make up the number 1 li tadupi to technopal via ukhur the National Highway 102A the Samiaude. Aji Ukruli Sarok Akamang Black Top Sadakleji in a Sakamine. Nishilage, Eva Chili Jumika, the Jumjidale, Chaika, Asian Development Bank, World Bank Wayne, Eva Sabaga 10,000 crore depending the day. Mizoram the 3,000 crore area. Atuma multimodal the Sarok the Saye, 24/7, railway the Saye, Kalatan Kongina, pay off Bengal Sangshu the navigation Sadale day. Mina Jita the Saka, Lucy being a Saka, Itum Tankul Tadi and Bamsila. Chaikana project Kamtami lo Pisa Migata hang the lady. Itum Hiva Kolam Hilag in a special category state name. Itum the soft loan Kopijitran 90% liability he. Economic Affairs Narun Kahoe. Economic Affairs leave 5 years was Sasaye as director, as joint secretary. In a Taye, Atumna 90% Run Kamigajaka, Manipu Kramen we hit only 10% day. Chitaka advantage in Quisila 10,000 crore Kyolo. In 40 years, repayment is only 1,000 crore. 40 years leave 1,000 crore Manipu Kramen Mamira Murdava. After 40 years leave a Kauli 10,000 Pungza Tower day. She will advantage Quillaga Eva Ukru Townly, Humbumli, Tang 56 lately. At least 500 crore Quillaga, Sakali, the dog Eva Black Top Samingaye, footsteps Samingaye, each of the claim. Eva Sabaika, Impal to Kohima, via Ukru, 4 lane Sangaye. A John Tang Nitin Katkari. Mission Kanu Ungjitaye. And 4-lane Manipur announced Sire. District Tonga cover Sade. Ukrul Kamjong Mang left out Sawe. Itum Gatana Binglis Adele. Impart to Kohima 4-lane. Impart to More 4-lane. Impart to Chiripam 4-lane. Impart to Churachambo 4-lane. Kang Jonga in Ukrul. Kisadamazam too. Nidin Katkari Mission Kampong. Chile make up the Nutumpogi today. Sir. Kanga daily 4-lane Mr. Laga, issue Hulmakimi Kivangla the Hangi Jinda. Eva. Impal to Kohima via Ukrul. 4-lane Samire, Ichi Hotnara, wherever feasible, tunnel system Sare. Mahadep Kapumukamare, Huika Somkong Kapumukamare, Jidi tunnel Kani Sasik Jiva, Chinchuroi Vashunda, Asha and Vaga Bindery. Chinchuroi, Lai, Techami, Waina. Sang Akar, Daniel Saulo. Kohima town Vashunda, Ashara in Karade. Kohima town go show the Takam Samane, Chili Daniel Sare, Chitaga Supsa. Supsa li 4-lane raire, Chili connect Sagi in that. He with long term vision. Nishlakaire, Inakatangali point Krimang Hangoke, Eva Shinawi, women empowerment, youth empowerment, Eva. Champion. It will be population 50% Shinaw Lagaba. Atumi Pangtem Tankamay service, Mazanga Katata, it will be you Shamgara, Katata Avaram Shamgara. Without women, we can never be a distinct nation. Tankul with Shinawi Kamata, Asagamai, Natumi Sari, Shanvai John by Kamata. Your chat Kangateva, Kashan Gachwani, are you connecting to Mangmane? Tankul Weaver, 30 Langde. Dr. Sinale, Dr. Fishim River. 30 lang ago. Tangkulu Gachon Kamada, Tangkang, Haura, Jangkom, Sejan Gashan, Konra Gashan, Luirim, Revar Gachon, Kaya Kamatao, Horjamri Hide the Minimala. Natumi Talen Pangtemji, Samdongre. Itumi, Rinjan Lila. Okutri Apuk above Limakale. Culture, Akale de Snowing. Pukrela. Pukrela. Peacemaker. Kani Raisaka, Pre now Pingna, your lapingna, Raiji Kamdela, Jewish culture, Ji Pukrela Hoy, the Tuma peacemaker name. He got ta Kamata culture, he Kangate, you limalemane. It's a rangara in the Tumi Songai Lage. Manipuri first elected women, Emily, Metam Hangmila. Nakawi, women MP, Metam Rano Shaiza. Read the Shokaire. Ajin to Manga Chailila, Metam Hangmila Sangsare, metam ranu shaita tam sare gijine even now to no tum MLA MP lang ning lo iwa thaure no tum bali support sa ge gijine sinau pingwi service khang chon ma chang da you our mission by mere women empowerment itumli I no tum support sare sabai ka iwa khu gijida tang gijida self help group form sare penguin loan queer only self help group na loan kui by the without security, without collateral. Thank you, Kubline Christian Sase. Number 2, li youth being he 60-70% youth lagava. Atumli empowerment saga, Katada Avaram Semkar. Aji Uknang Lagaina. Tankulu Tem Tangami, Psychor, Mayanga Lely, Mompe, Bengolo, Daily, service Mr. Dele. Chiwivang. Itumuhi infrastructure deficit. Facility nil, industrial nil. Katada Pum Ganguru. Psychology, economic tambing a public good hoye, connectivity, internet, banking, college, primary education, health care. Katung he public good day, water supply, power. It is the basic moral responsibility of a government. Government aku ordinary root ne. Itu Manipur now maning mala, itu India maning mala. Manipur government 8,000 crore, 7,000 crore. Kum kajida samang dale. Itum shagli sang dale. For too long, itum li Manipur government India ka shorkana malay hai dale. Iwa ji masapai mara da chikang ragi jine. Aji itum li tada chipat lagin. Lakhani population ni 100 crore mi ka tada yu semgara. Itum li ichat, itum li self-respect kali lay dale. Tangkul self-respect ji I regain sagi jine. Ichuwangra mi jine. Changna itumli chipat haire stepmotherly treatment saire lion share ji tampakli investa serdele hit hadama sapai lang maragjine isingra katangali inanda thumli makhang lam sa pai akhlei mamlai ka pai lest we forget mamlai ka pai India hi Congress party na 50 years mungde Congress adamli Nakali Zakshime Kapta Recrecte, Shipai Shijenlaga. Ogatui Ajikun Matili, the whole planetly Zakshime Kapkajiwi, Draconian Law, Armed Forces Special Power Act, 1958, Naka area Mangli, 6 months Wivang, Promulgate Sai. Kajang Turuwain Ari Tingum Hang Trukaire. Higata Law he, Shipai protection Mikavai. Citizenly Kapta Logji. Long wala Africa, North Korea it is totally inconsistent with the civilized world, with the democracy. Indian shipaina itum narkali captured by the on mere suspicion. Ninkamongaina. Chikta shipai jeli court of rolling mukhira paimane without prior sanction of the government of India. For 70 years, sanction akhlama mimane. Congress party na aspa kung laka 1958 a kind of iron curtain was descended in Naga area. It only 39 years lockdown sa haide. Kashmir li achagum 6 months lockdown sa ye. The whole world make hue and cry. 39 years we were locked down. In 39 years li foreign journalists akamang ungji. Kevin Young, London Observer we correspondent. Visa masam pangmada Burma wen ungde. Kuirewi wacha meeting na thanungai. Ana Puchuri Naka village Metikruli Vade. 6 September 1960, the year I was born. Indian shipai na Metikruli Valaga. Pastor Awunga da sangda meet Hadamati 14 people. Akwik tani haidala. Nagaland live 6 September he black day hoy. Medikruwi ichinangrana kum kachida drama ji annex hade chili mi charmag tam sapai mane itumui ukrulila ngalama thame kap kache isara rose kumrabi isari rose ama kamai sai sipai nang ya lambong da tukmi laga mathosong a ngkhak chiawi sipai khibali action khuidele aspain kui pai mane Chatamli Tangkul Sinau Long Malay Samane, Tangkul Sinau being Andolon Salaga, tangkol sinaw long dara ka prade isar bingam la of ngayo abang susong varendali ra rak sade apang ring sukui laga bedroom khuiga laga to media the sai ali nomain kap thau de khipali action khuidele because of aspa 1951-52 li iram shova waina naka army mi metiwa zangai isame peter ame horhai ame somi ame ningshok 1968 li ame somi li tukui laga for 1 month tingum kachang akha ceiling li naked and kangwi laga electric and private party shok sa ye ka sade ki tuk private party sami ye sayu vayu thadari ngade khipali action khuidele ukhuli la ngala no ping ni tumi ki de sade jong tang khului ya sho jere ocha kongsu li thui chairman district council kham jaina sipai na ga tang tang mi laga a naula gan chiawe awe agato amei luingam lui thui na Nagaland file the kapite government of India na Nagaland file je pansawe oi namli naga ga tongali lenga phuli simi sho mati phanga tang hai jidala now la mi mangali frangsak nature core khangsu khangjol mi mangali sangsak DC Sanapati SP Sanapati wag jaina nature chana ko kreti na musang sakji Manipur CM Ojara Shanghai na IGB baye ani le musang sakji Ojara Shanghai primarily protect sak jaina Shipali action kui Shipai Pali action mukhila Ojara Shanghai CM when kui chok aidela Butta Singh Home Minister unglaga Rajiv Gandhi na telephone sa laga Ali kui chok laga in the midnight 12 midnight li ngaya sailung phobli RK Choi Chandra li CM impose saude Amay Sebastian Honre aung tangwire ain apriva nangti daksarna oinam the judgment never come the light ke piadli de ani na New York li ani pocket meni walaga New York li protest ade oinamuji high court Guwahati high court li ani pocket and case aye even after 30 maybe nearly 30 years aruila chui judgment man mirangai Nagaland even sona kaka iraluna Nagaland and India, the blood and tears like a piece of Sarai Mi Lakani Congress Party in Saturday Taide. Our Pizona, Michi Highway, I mean, Tariq, address and Sulaga, UN General Secretary Maidele, Ipaire, Ishingara, Congress, Aspa Quikraina, Itum Naka, your psychology, Akamas dele, we have scar. Either physically, mentally, or psychologically. Chigata Nakali and Shmek Kapkachi party jelly, vote me Kajang Sila. He Sakashar Wadre. In a Aching Torn Tumli, he appealed Sangai, Kachigatana, Chigata with Tishan Quair Saka, Penning the Lesaga, reconsider Salo. Miko Mohin a Chai Paisare, Matahame alternative Malay Mala. Naka we only political party. NPF. Actually, Indo-Naka political negotiation, Thak made the agreement sak by the facilitate the sak hang John support say NPF mangde. 70 years Jodhaire. Are we the uncertain generation Todaka value fasila? Eva Katak aina Indo-Naka we agreement Thak the sang sangaye. Mikamona sak subject Salaga Kui house itum the regasang pongdi Marer house egine. Chwathaire itum hi Saka shabji mikamon sak shab kui laga the rest let us leave it to God. We rau pang hai sangau se chili support sadik lehi NBF pangai NBF hiva it is not a mere political party naka you psychor mi put psychor anga na into laga kharar ka sarfa ka chung the members sagi jide hiva people's movement ne itum identity protect sakwai itum culture nation promote sakwai itumui way of life asad avat chi protect sagi ji party de hikta party li magtong chang sila isingara aji 28 February 2022 hili in a legacy ya aung tang we humpun nauping na thoma ka them thanga me misare even chef si tuli ka hang tha I feel deeply honored na thum malik hangning hi I feel greatly humble ne na thumli in akamang request sauge aji 28 February 2022 hili teolak hai NPF party ji kyanhan atha tha da tew salaba ye kha ajing sun aung tangli yaw sangau se tar le chai milo nurture sa milo laka 10 March election result one ji teolak hai kyanhan atha ka tha NPF ji awan chokrono ashwan chokrono 10 March li kaji na thum hangaye kathara lairi gele khang tha da go forward and multiply ji ina thum hangaye isingra sadu se muivah se itumui mi maya sang sak ji go forward and multiply ji ya jing thor na thum li ji hang hangai nei dikhur hi khani thum hang laga na thum na chingre ning na mi wang ning sila khai re ina hang khai point ji 1 minute li is summarize sauge ina manipur hang mission changi ji eva Rali Ningish Sada Ya Avaramli Autumn Thugijini. Kiwivang Rivrana immediately Hamahalak and John Mikai Trakalay. Ing Nuilaka Katumiti Shida Manglakan me Rivrana. China even Nulaka Wine Mamlai Lak Mane. Rivrawi Kangrana Litlere. There is a higher purpose, Iwivang. You what Ayaya Voli, there is a higher purpose. Ina Achinatum the Clay. Eva he without Hanan the Queen. Number 2, itum nakawi Manipur tribal now with legitimate political rights. Itum sambang hangran, sambang iji I kangarer. Number 3, itum Ukru district infrastructure deficit sanaire. Eva he address sangaye infrastructure ji, basic infrastructure ji, iji address her. Madam Katum he wang, I achi decision quilaka. Netumi Mangaling and in the Clane, each wivang Manipur Hamishin Sangi the Clane. China E now make up the Netumi Siasa Venigapone 5 March Lee. Netum the Leshimeka, NPF with symbol Harvajali, Wotsang Miserlo, Ili Siasamilo. Netum Ili Leshimeka, Rumishanaka, Ili Katomilo, Ili Support Samilo, Ili Vote Milo. E Netumi Autumn with Gigene. Iwi Zadvagida Hale Mirin he Iwa mission Akamang lay, one mission. Iwi mission Jiva Avaramli, Autumn Togigine. Natum the Chinglian and Apian Nishlahire, Rivrana, Itum Auntang, Ukrui, Ramekap Jetang Hili, Itum Li, Avaramli, Masomi Reno, Nishlahire.
Nishlakai itu mengikasi ni ya candidate li kalau ana awi vision matarakai na hang jikthai bang itu mengikring kri kita ada waktu pai mereka kerja ana chúng ta hang thei re jiwang chúng kan ningsi le ara ina ka request ka sau guys Xavier school li arwi Scorpio ka jara ka S10 number maka ka hai khai ji teu ka site ka sa miao lu Hili tungwa komda klay tikni diri sa kawai kari shokwai sayda sada klay nika jina shinkamay da mu shokwai tuwe. Dena arwi arak itumi kaktuma himrarang nika siwi NPF wi president na sika introduction kakui miruno.
Thank you, moderator. Actually, the duty for introduction was assigned to our president, our friend from 44 area unit NPF, but he has left for a very important urgent works related with party affairs at his office. So, as we are all aware that there are so many prominent, important leaders in our midst today from different places. However, owing to time factor, we cannot introduce each and every one of you. I beg your excuses to kindly bear with me. However, we cannot leave without introducing our
senior leaders from Kohima and from the state of Manipur. So, first of all, may I have the pleasure to introduce our Secretary General, NPF Central Office, Sir Achumbe Mokikon. Secondly, we have in our midst our President, who is also Honorable Minister of Environment and Forest, Sericulture, Government of Manipur, the President of Manipur State Unit, Sir Awangbo Nyumai. We also have our respected leader who was vying for NPF party ticket from this constituency. He is a retired IAS officer, Kuir Maranchan Luikam. Sir, please rise up from your seat once. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind presence and for the support to this party. We also have the eldest son of late Deni Shaiza, Homung Shaiza, in our midst. Please rise up from your seat. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for your wonderful support. God bless each and every one of you. I'm sorry, okay. We have our chairman, election committee for 12 Manipur Legislative Assembly election 2022, who is also the working president of the Naga People's Front, Central Office Kohima, Sir Samuel Risom. Sir, please rise up from your seat once. Thank you. Thank you.
Ning share NPA with President, Ukrul Division with President ning share. Ara ito mui to thumma speech tau say. Now may I call upon Piku Su to kindly take your time.
Giving us this opportunity, particularly those of us from Nagaland, to come to this village, Hungpung, a village that has produced many prominent leaders in the past and even in present times. I grew up, and my education, my childhood education was from Christian English School Kohima, a school that was run by Rano M. Saiza and Uncle Longshim Saiza. Both of them today are no more with us. I'm so glad, Azibu, we were classmates, same age. My elder brother was same age with his elder brother, Chari. Unfortunately, they are no more. But I'm glad, and I met him this morning. I was asking him whether he was, and he will be coming to Ukrul. And I'm glad I met him this morning, and I'm also encouraged by our retired Wing Commanders, Alan Shaiza, whom I just came to know him, and the opinion, I think, what he has shared, that makes a lot of clarity and sense to all of us. I just want to share a little bit about Uncle Lomsheng Saiza and Rano. We grew up like a family. I was in their school from class 1. So they really took great care of us, because I also had one uncle as a brother-in-law. So that brought us more closer to the family. After my departure from the school, we only hear that the uncle from a distance, and later on, we all know Auntie Rano became Lok Sabha MP in 1976, I think. That was the time, I think the country was really under great difficult times during the emergency period. I think they were very instrumental in the fighting for religious right, along with Porno, Sangma, and others. They were very vocal and they were very strong on there. They did their best for all of us. I didn't quite get time. It was only when our leader, Ramyo Zumik, who passed away in America, and his dead body was supposed to be, his dead body was being brought to Nagaland. I was President NSF at that time, and I really got the opportunity to meet Auntie Rano, because that time we all became the committee members for the burial of our leader, late Ramyo Zumik. We buried him somewhere in the road to Dimapur in Zubza area. I think that land owned by him. So that's where I got closer again to Auntie Rano and the concern she had for the Naga community. Why I'm saying and why I want to credit the family is this NPF, which began as Dan. I think both Uncle Lumshung Saiza and Madam Auntie Rano, we call them Auntie Rano, were instrumental in forming this party for the Naga people. They were the founding members. They have contributed their mind, their thought, their belief in this party. And today I'm so happy and glad to learn that the children of the family that have given us this party has decided to support this NPF party. This is a big achievement. You know, even in Nagaland, there are many instances where elections are fought between families. Elections are fought between son-in-law and father-in-law. What is left and what is right for us is, in that given situation, we always have to look for what is right. And I think Humpung village today, you are faced with a similar situation. But I think what our retired commander had shared is the guiding light. I wish this village follow in suit. I am not here to come to criticize the Congress or the BJP, but given the situation in Nagaland today and in Manipur, where we have opened up our account, NPF, we are under extraordinary times, and we have to face this election side by side with the peace process that is on, which we are all aware. And therefore, I would like to share the experience how we have had with Congress as political party and now with BJP as political party. The experience that Nagas back home in Nagaland has faced. When the ceasefire was signed in 1997, Nagas all over, I think, welcome it wholeheartedly because we want Naga solution. 1998 election came and the Naga people back home all came out and gave a call, Nagas one solution, no election. And therefore, appeal was made to all political parties to refrain from election. We as NPF, at that point of time, we were just a mere member. But this political party, along with the rest of the political parties, did not participate in the election. It was the Congress who filed nomination in all the 60 assembly seats, and they ran the opposition-led government for one term. When 2003 election came, they were not so sure about whether they should support the peace process or not. They could not make themselves clear. They were rather against extension of ceasefire for political talk. That was the reason why, when 2000 election came, Naga people in general voted out the Congress. Since then, 2003, NPF took over the government in collaboration with BJP, and now again in Nagaland, you all know, we have NDPP and BJP in coalition, but recently the changes in government has taken place where we are no more in opposition. We have now UDA government, that is United Democratic Alliance, to give a final push to contribute towards the peace process by playing a facilitative role, as announced by Chief Minister in Senapati on 16th of this month. Now coming to BJP, in 2018, when election came, the entire political party again took a stand that 2018 we will not go for election, but we will request the government of India to give the final settlement, Indo-Naga peace process. BJP too participated, and we made a resolution. We even passed in the assembly that we will not go for election. But again, it was the BJP who came forward and suspended the 2 members who attended that meeting and announced election for solution, that is 2018. We are just close to few months, 19 months now, for election in Nagaland. And therefore, no doubt, we are here. NPF is a coalition partner with BJP here, but we are not sure about the sincerity, the commitment towards solving the Naga issue. This is what is challenge ahead of all of us. And therefore, the only solution we see today is we have to rely and come forward and support NPF. NPF is the organization, I believe, that will be able to, and that has been raising its voice for the Naga people. To close up, to sum up, while I was in college, when I entered college, I came across a small booklet written by a German high school students, essay on what Gandhi means to me. There, a high school student wrote that problem for any generation is that every generation will either have to stand for something or the other. But the problem with the present generation is not standing for anything is the stand. That is what I came across. I think we are challenged today to stand for our right, to stand for our people. And we have here political party NPF. We are grateful to the founders of the NPF who has given this political party to us. If we have to stand for a cause, if we have to stand for a political party, it is NPF. We want all Nagas to stand for NPF because here is our future and here is the right cause for the Naga people. Long live NPF and victory to Ram Muivah.
Thank you very much, Vicky Hosu, our Honorable MLA, for the inspiring speech. Now, next we go to Achumpe Mokikon, General Secretary NPF Central Kohima. Secretary General, sorry.
The moderator of this morning
interesting gathering, a campaign to mobilize in favor of our most beloved candidate, Mr. Muivah. The dignitaries coming from this village as well as surrounding village, our delegation coming from Kohima, President Manipur State Unit NBF, Wangbo and his colleagues, and our two most important persons of this gathering, Mr. Samuel Raison and Mr. Maranjan Luikam. They are the one who have sacrificed to let NBF win this seat. Let us give him a big. I have come here to talk to you for the second time. This election, as well as in the last elections. I am also an ex-president of the NSF, and therefore Ukrul is home to me. When I come to Ukrul, I feel at home. I was telling my boys sitting in the vehicle this morning that they are coming for the second time, the last 19 rally. I told them that you will now tell your friends that you can tell your friends you are coming. If they ask you how many times you have come to Ukrul, 2 times. But as for me, I cannot count how many times I have come. And that is the attachment that we have in this hometown, in this district, and to the Tangkhul community. And therefore, when we come and talk to you, we mean business. We are serious. Therefore, we are coming back again and again. That we cannot let it go just like that. This 44 Ukrul is an NPF stronghold. You know, in 2011, when the party was launched in the state of Manipur, we have set up candidates in 12 constituencies in the 2012 elections, including our former MLA, Mr. Samuel Raison. You all were kind enough to elect him, and he has very effectively represented you. He didn't look for his position. He didn't look to earn money. And since he could not earn money the next election in 2017, he could not win. Because people were looking for money probably, the constituency. I think we were led astray. The people were not properly sensitized. The sacrifices, the contribution that our MLAs, these parties' MLAs, 4 of them, including our own former MLA here, Mr. Samuel Raison, resigned to save our people, our land, and to ensure secure future for our children. That is how this party sacrifices, even in the past, and even in the recent 10 years back, you have seen how this party sacrifices. Therefore, there should be nothing that should be stopping you to be supporting this party, to be a part of this party. I don't find any reason the Hung Kung villagers, in particular, the Tangkhul community in general. This village is one of the biggest villages amongst the Tangkhul villages. That's what we are told. And you are pioneers in all aspects. Religion, politics, social leaders, revolutionary leaders, you name it. All leaders, the pioneers, mostly are from this village. Then,
Are you to sit back and watch others to dance? Or you are still in a position to lead us? You will be failing the Naga people if you choose a wrong party to represent you. No! Don't fail us. We have looked upon your leadership in the days of in the past, and it will be wrong for a villager, an educated, advanced, a big village like Hungbung to be choosing a wrong party to represent our people, our village, our community. You cannot do that. I'm aware that there is a candidate from this village, but unfortunately, if they choose a party that doesn't reflect the hearts and sentiments of our people, that doesn't represent the aspirations of our people, it is unfortunate. We are not saying that they are not capable. They are also capable in their own way. But choosing a political party has become paramount, an important aspect for the Naga people especially. On the 10th of March, result will be out. You will be going to the poll on the 5th of March, this Saturday. And in the TV screen, all of you will be having a big TV. These days, everybody owns TV. The result will be out the state of Manipur, UP, Punjab, other states where elections have been conducted simultaneously with the state of Manipur. There will be headlines. People will be reading the whole India, that BJP this much, Congress this much, NPF this much. There, the Indians will know, the rest of India, the government of India will know that there is a party called Naga Party. How are you going to look at the TV on that day? How are you going to look at your mobile when the result comes? Can we show that Naga Party won only 1, 2, 3, 4? No. And can we say that Ukrul, 44 Ukrul, lost to some other party, not the Naga Party? Is that the way we will be conveying to the rest of India, to the rest of the world? We cannot do that. We cannot do that. Therefore, it is my earnest appeal to these villagers, to the voters, electorates of 44 Ukrul Assembly constituency, to kindly reconsider your decisions, even if you have taken decisions, but I am hopeful and I am sure that you all have already made up your mind to support NPF, to elect our official candidate, Mr. Ramngani Muivah. Please think it over again and again and support our party, your party. This party was formed in 1963. You know, there is one interesting fact which this village must know, which you all must know, which the Tanghuls must know. This party formed in 1963 changed 7 times the name, but the symbol of the party, the Gok symbol, which all of us own in our kitchen, the flag, the motto, Fede non-armies, remains the same. During this 7 times changing of nomenclature, we have kept changing the name, but our motto, our symbol, our flag remains the same. Now, it was initially formed as Democratic Party Nagaland. Then, it changed into United Front Nagaland. Till such time, Uncle A. Gevichusa was the president. And after that, for the third time, the party was changed into United Democratic Front, UDF. You know who was the president? She is from your village, Andi Rano Meze Shaiza. She was the president of this party, your party, that belongs to you. And another interesting fact, which you would love to know. After the declaration of emergency from 1975 to 1977, during Indira Gandhi's time, during Congress regime, there was a lot of problem all over India. Most of these party leaders, the Kok party, these NBF leaders, were put behind power because all the opposition leaders were put behind power. So including the NBF leaders. And after that, we came back with a lot of strength and we defeated the Congress. And you know who was elected? Andi Rano Shaiza was elected as the Lok Sabha MP. From this party, I am reminding you, you all know. I have come here to remind you. From this party belongs to you, your village. She was elected from this party as member of parliament. Wouldn't you feel proud of such achievement that you have done? And today you will forsake it? No, you cannot do that. Therefore, dear elders, leaders, young and old, it has become imperative for you especially. We have only 4 days to go now. We don't need to talk to you. You know everything. We expect you to talk to the other villagers, rather. That is the expectation from us. And therefore, don't fail us. This party, I don't want to go into too many details, represents the idea that Naga people believes, the aspirations that Naga people aspire to live together as one people, as one nation. You have 48, little close to 48,000 voters, 44 accrued. Out of this village has the highest number of voters, more than 13,000 voters. If the whole 13,000 vote for Ramganing Muivah, what is there to be feared? He has already won. However, since you have a candidate, and the Congress candidate mother is also from this village, you have a lot of obligation. So we will not take your 2,000 to 3,000 votes. Please give us 10,000 votes. Are you ready? Please don't forget both of them. One is from this village, another mother is from this village. At least give them few hundreds, but give us 10,000 votes. Give back to your party 10,000 votes. Please, don't fail us. I will come back on 11 after the result to see how much you have given us. No, I will not tell, not exactly on 11, but I'll come back. So therefore, we have nothing to lecture you. You are very advanced community. You are a thinking community. You are a community, a village who analyzes both the merits and demerits of each candidate. Our candidate, Mr. Ramganing Muivah, has already explained to you in detail. We don't want to go in detail. So therefore, I would urge upon the villagers of this, the voters of these villagers, to kindly rethink, think again and again, and don't fail the Naga people. Lastly, it is also important to bring to the knowledge, to the notice of this house, to these villagers, that since you are a pioneer of this, spreading the word of Christ, not only to Tangkuls, but even to the rest of the other communities, Naga communities and other smaller communities living in other areas. This party doesn't only defend our land and our rights, it also defends our faith. How we defended, you know? When the Election Commission of India announced that the first phase of election will be on the 27th, that was yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Our party objected. We cannot be a party to that election which falls on Sunday. Now this party has become so strong because of your support, because of the grassroots, the support from the grassroots people, that they have taken our objection very seriously, and it was postponed from yesterday to today, from Sunday to Monday. This is how this party works. We mean business. We just, when there is election, we just come and talk to you, lecture you left and right. No. We do things that represents, that is good for all of us. And we have done it in the past also, and we will still do it, even in the future. So therefore, it is my humble request to all of you that we must come forward. The rest of the villagers also must come forward and ensure that our candidate is elected. I have said another last point. When we selected the candidate this time, in 2012, we have given ticket to 12 of them. In 2017, we have given the ticket to 15 of them, including some of the Kuki candidates. This time, we have only zeroed down to 10 constituencies, only in the Naga-dominated areas. Why? Because our state unit, led by Mr. Avango Nyumai, President, were very, very much in objection, telling us to central office that, sir, if we set up candidate in other non-Naga areas, especially the Kuki areas, we find it very difficult to discuss and to initiate an NBF meeting. So we question, what is that? What is the problem in calling a meeting by giving ticket to Kuki candidates? They said, NBF meeting is such that we start with the Naga issue, we start with the Naga interest, we end up with the talking of Naga issues and Naga interest. So it is so embarrassing. So therefore, we cannot afford to give ticket to other communities. Let us try only among the Nagas first. Let us consolidate our people first. This is how this party, even while issuing the tickets, while selecting the constituencies, we are very careful so that our future is not diluted, so that we take our people forward through this party in a very effective way. So therefore, since we have not failed our Naga people from its inception till today, I would request again and again this village not to fail us, not to fail the Naga people. Thank you. Kognali Ningsing Hari.
Thank you very much. Now, before we go to the last speech, I'm sorry, but it is not included in the program. But may I have the pleasure to call upon Mrs. Anay Kamin, wife of former Minister CC, member, NPF Central.
Natumli, nang sinay haire. Thank you for giving me time. Time is short. I'm sorry I couldn't name all the dignitaries over here. But today I'm standing here on behalf of Uncle Langshim, late Langshim Saiza and Auntie Rano Saiza. You all won't know me, but I am the cousin sister of brother Azibu Saiza's wife. Azibu, can you please stand up once? The son of late Uncle Langshim Saiza and Auntie Rano Saiza. I just want to share with you all, clarify one doubt over here. As you all know, Auntie Rano Saiza and late Auntie Rano Saiza and Uncle Langshim, late Langshim Saiza, their regional party, they have worked so much for Nagas in times of trouble. And their motto for the Nagas is stand by faith, not by arms. That is their message. Even though if they are not with us today here, Ina appeal to all my brothers and sisters to kindly vote for our NPF candidate Sri Ram Muivah, 44 Ukrul ST-SC constituency. Thank you.
Aruida, sui program film sang sala, James Ranchamdi, atam sika mitle, we atam and Raku Mirano. Itum Naru he Mutita clay, Kito Sata clay, Tonga like telecast Sata clay. And Tadami, Tum Tada, Shimli the Limras and Ransal, the Shimli Junka, young relate later, life telecast Sami the clay.
Missionary, thank you very much for giving me a short time to deliver. I'm not in the program, but nonetheless, since I've been requested, I want to fulfill my obligation. I would not like to address fully those dignitaries on the dais. I will come straight to you. Arui, natum na thay aju election hi. Aju election hi. Mamrai ka bayak redwe. Naga we peace talk. Indo-Naga peace talk. He crucial crossroad with the hen. Itumna mga varaka yabak varaka Muivah our consumer hide. Nagaland legislative party donga MLA donga unite sakani. Opposition less party. Nagaland joint legislative front. NPF we MLA ra Nagaland ajui. Nagaland nationalist Nagaland Naga Democratic Party with the our cabinet minister kasambang. Naga gudongana unite saraga ajui Naga we issue hiwang toksi for Salhawang. Toksi Ungshung Kaiwang. Kiwang Rejigan 2020 the Toksi Tanghaini. Natum the Mamaraka by Amit Shana 31st October Kupsangi Neta deadline. Prime Minister Modi 18 months to Kupret Hangi. 2015 ni kahang koji adi rashung da kika rain hiwatam hiri itumui unity aka kami nagau ishuri nagan thandre de yurui wak chiga naga ri tangkul na than rei de human rights jela itumui small political tyomo kha itumi political parties congress ru no BJP ru no itumna small issues wang ki ka makning issue wang itumna rungsung ra kain saje mam shung je de achuna tangkul la ka thani hiri itumna hiri NPF ri ku ton je naga yu tonga Manipuri krebi tangkul ka tha sa shok ni gra ji hondre de yangdre de idum hiring zanai ka idum hiri phaigar ma phokai ka idum ring sim sire de atumba idealistic sara ka mutu shabe like camera ka mutu very educated very qualified but uncommitted without conviction. Ijim sang sang. Jena. Pun lau bing hi. Commitment rai say. Aju hiri election khang ning bi yu mak jung zeng rai. Yu thai sa zeng rai. Yu asia sa zeng rai. Ka why I stand for NPF. Itu minaga issue ni. Thot kya ko chodai ra. Ishawa we thought in, are you thought it? You now we thought it a short Kyuangda. Because when election time comes, we divert our attention to political parties and their cheap promises. Atumi, kapai ngabeng hong kai promises we fall into their trap. Him sang sakam. Aya tunang hidi mission compound le. No tumna. Nauzona in the theatre. Chief Minister of Manipur na. Cabinet Minister mira. The Suye. MLA. Ukrulwi. MLA bini. BJP MLA council. Cabinet Minister. I pigini. Tana bautai. Naga people does not want a cabinet minister. Naga people wants a peaceful and honorable settlement for all Nagas. Today, why is the Chief Minister of Manipur diverting our main issue? He doesn't belong to us. He doesn't belong to the Naga people. He will have no affection for us. I can promise you that. The affection has to come from ourselves, from our hearts, not for the party, for our people. Such a responsible person, a politician like Amit Shah, Churachampuli 2030, right? 23rd of February. He made a promise. He made a pledge. He made an announcement. Jadi ana hangi. Kukiwi problem he. Kukiwi. He thakra kan resolve sara. Jadi matani. Kuki community tam matani. Jeno kukiwi. Keno Kuki National Organization. Na lai ka shogai. BJP party supports electorate. All the Kuki people should vote for BJP. Cheap politics, but dangerous politics. They are playing with fire. And that also coming from the mouth of the Home Minister, Union Home Minister. Then, is he serious about us? 3 questions are. Is he serious about solving the Naga problem? But if you are serious, if he say no, Kuki or not, your promises or not, we will stand for ourselves. will stand for Naga people. We will stand for the party which represents Naga people, NPF, Naga People's Front. Then not Oklungri. Hongnai Nauriruno, Loctoruno, Nashameruno, Nashabaruno, no Buruno, Nairuno, no Oruno. Hangro, not to make Songai, Zitaka, NPF will surely try. With these words, I thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Nishere, Jim Ranchanli. I read the speaker, the Manipur State working president Amipol, we now know them criminal.
I'm not in the program, but before President Stena, he wants me to say something. So I have to obey my president. ERA politics to say the Ramaning. Very how book clear. Education how book clear. Down how book clear. Kun ho. Not to make the me in a hilly politics to say what Ramaning. In a hilly, that's only. Bố ngay, bố cái thằng nín này, xem tao vì li, tao không li được thì cục này sao chứ, khi ban nó sáng suốt đó, ổ rêu, hun khô, ổ yo, hun khô, mấy sinh hun khô, tao không li được cục này sáng suốt chứ, hun nào nữa được, tao không lông ban hậu bốc đó, ổ yang lông đó, em chỉ lục lông đó, chỉ lục ham lông đó, tại hilly khi ban nó politics tầm thế quay sang đó, ý hilima prasang mà này, cái hiling sang ra đó, hun nuôi, tất cả mọi đó, hun nuôi một xí, khắc suy đó, chúng mang gì in sang ra, hui su, khi ba, cái thà ít dùng một thế, mà, tao, Alfred, in the guest president sao được hả, NS39 đã thùng lạc sát cũng sao đó. Conference li, assembly, NSFli, than mà đó, 이거 또 하다 라삭다 비약 리시랑. somdai ababu anirin o mayo 심고다리 욕투입니다. 아루일럼 쓰라기. 오차롬다. 아루일러 som다이롱을 익도 닫고 이 항해를 커 아등 항해라다. 힐리 탄다 그이거 동 땅고 아등 이동뭐 비아싱이 준비하면은 항해 스케치 젠더런다. 나 좀 나오고 폭르고 봐. 내가 좀 아루 큰 우리 엄마가 지하고 제가 이동 탄위게 지금 세다. 가오도 사주라 가이 이거네. 랑 대제나 야 이신라 힐리 알프레드 미국 소도 심고 딱 등려고 som다위 소도 심고 딱 등려래. 가 혼분나 그다 타라 그래 그지 바지. 아등 힐리 설만단을 항아이 아주 이수지 향상으로 너 돈 몇셔야 될 거 봐. 힐리나 항해가 이거 전락에 그 전 일 티켓 고미디앙 사다 그 정내장 아주 애밀해. 설만단 뭐 템문이 아피트만 삼니 그 점ning 랑호 알로 리타이드 아이에스테 마트 마랭 제 내려라 설만단 그 힐리 이놈이 비아싱이야 설소말 XMLN이 working president center ana NPF ka bon exitla ka hang de ba aru sarang muning na fitness ni jimding lang ho ani themai thui asa themai thui da samran dan sarsaman msa them ni jimnim ho ha i hang ai ba ran ga bang ni i khuing sangai mi ko mo na muning la adam mi huili oh aju ba rang muning Muivah le khi sau lô tập việc rán à, các sắt này nó quay xe đó, ít hôm mình cũng mua nó phun lắc sắn là, các băng này nó quay mi lô, chế na, ắt chứ bà, lúc mà sắn mi đó, NPF này petrol hàng rồi kì, các đom mi lô, ram Muivah, in mang hàng làm những cái nằm nọ mình mang đá kì, ít hôm xí lông li, hoa sắn li bơm mồm cả sáng gần số ra khai, nuôi cái thấy ram mi, cái bị khèng là cái ốc thủy mi là mấy những này, một tuổi hay chắc dak sam ho chak dak sam jang aru hi anam tu dak I ji la sa ra je sangai ji ka pi cha ga ko so nok do na fu ra li so nok no fu ra je na thung bit ne sam mak big bai mi ka le hi na hang hai I thu ma MA san hi ja experience ka tha da phon ra ki pa ling se ka tha ra im fa li la ju wi a thung tha ling san lu fu ra di li ga la me yang no aku ha bin li ka tha da sa a thung ling san lu fu ra ka aw already aw ji ju lesson ku bai ri la I thu ma jing han fu ra aw ji lesson dom ku bo la ka tha ga I thu ma ki mu zu lu se da 야 이놈나 이리가 뚱어 숨굴리 살라 플레스 아주 봐 엔비아 비강 석을가 안음사사가 저 칭싱을 기가 그 당시 지바지에 더 이르 비대사로 내 미아를 후에 그 로마 산미가 아주 짱가 저 엔비아 그 돈미라 glory 한가 이런 땅오 있는 시작에
니 시작에 아미 볼리 ya really request ka sa ngai ba na program ko bai na dang da to ngor sang ser sai la ka program ko bai ka isa cha bai na ma thue la ka to ng na ari tui kil ahwa bing li da ka jui sang sel la ka mo hon la ka awon dang wi chang shan jan dang da phe na sang thami sai ara khanaw sa da shui khanaw speaker Aung Pao Niwai Honorable Minister, Environment and Forest, Government of Manipur na atam kumirno.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I think all of us are tired of sitting. Shall we just stand up for a few seconds? Thank you so much. Please be seated. I will like to deliver my speech in two languages, two dialects, one in Tangkhul English, another in Tangkhul Manipuri. I've been the last speaker. On behalf of all the speakers who have spoken, I would like to address the gathering. The respected chief of the village, thank you so much for your cooperation. Respected Secretary General of the Naga People's Front Central, Sri Achumbemo Kikon. Respected Working President, Naga People's Front Central, Samuel Rishom, who is also the chairman of the Election Management Committee of this 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. Honorable MLA and in charge of Manipur, Sri Vikeho Su. Honorable MP, Dr. Lorho Foze, respected Working President of the Manipur State Unit, NPF, Paul Muinao, respected GS, General Secretary of the MSU, in charge of administration, Honorable Kui Kasung, Central Women Teams and Youth Teams, respected candidate, official candidate, Sri Ramding Muivah, who is our nominee for this AC, Sri Maranchan Luikam, who is our leader, who also have seek our ticket. Alan Saiza, retired Wing Commander, the President of the Ukhru Division, NPF, respected leaders representing different localities, and also leaders of the various organizations, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank on behalf of the MSU and also on my behalf to our leader, Samuel Rishom, Maranchan Luikam, Paul Moinau, and Honrukui Kasung, who are also contender who have seek our ticket, but as we cannot give ticket to all of them, we have chosen for this AC, Mr. Ram Muivah, but I would like to salute them for their courage and guts for coming forward, supporting our official candidate. I also want to thank their families, the strong families of these 4 leaders who have come forward in support of our candidate. I would like to pay my humble respect and tribute to late Deni Saiza, who was the first issue-based MLA elected from this constituency. I was with him. I have high respect for him as a leader and as a gentleman. I also pay my respect to his families. We have come here to seek your support to elect NPF candidate. In the past, we have elected many MLAs representing or who are from different parties. But today, we have come to seek your support to elect NPF candidate. The whole world is watching the Naga people today. The whole world is watching what will be the verdict of the Naga people in this election. Our leaders, who is from this region, led the Naga people with our history to the whole world. The world have now recognized Naga as a people, as a community, and as a nation because of the leaders who is from this area. Since 1997, with the signing of ceasefire, Nagas and Government of India have been negotiating for peaceful Naga solution. Our Naga leaders representing the Nagas in the movement have been recognized as leader of the Nagas representing the entire Naga community. That's why Government of India have invited our leaders and talk is going on. But we all know the Indian system, that we need to prove that our Naga leader, who represents Nagas in the talks, have the support of the Naga people. But according to Indian system, the legitimate voice of the people are those who are elected as today we are talking about the election. The Naga people will decide whether we are supporting the Naga peace talk or not, whether we are with the talks or not. For more than 22 years, talk is going on. But in this part of the countries where Nagas are, have we given the verdict? Have we shown to the world that we support Naga peace talk, that we want Naga solution? Ako'y Naga solution pamdaba mi leiramai ko. I think we all support Naga peace talk, isn't it? We want Naga solution, is it not? But have you given your verdict that you support Naga peace process and Naga talks, that you want Naga solution? Have we Naga people have given our support in true sense? In this part of the country, our people have not given yet. Ako'y support P3. Naga haiba mayam ase Naga solution pamdaba mi leite. Adubo election ga hauzik chathriba Naga talks ga kari meri leina bano habisi khangdaba yam leibagi damakta. Akhoi Naga talk support tawrabasu election lakpa kandadi akhoi Naga talks bu support tawgadaba party aduga Naga talks bu support tawgadaba misak adu akhoi khandri khara khatang khalagalai. Ako'y ukhrul esidigi anirakti khankre. Samuel Risham after Lake Hidraba ko'y yamba Denishaza. Assembly da Lakpakanda Naga People's Front Mari Khaktang Naga oina uwe, because we represent our Naga cause. Atay Naga leirabasu makoy Naga gidamakta represent tawbani haina prithibi na laude. Ngang su ngang bangamde, ibusu ngamde. Maram krino haraga magi party aduna decision lau khibagi wangma da chatpa kanasu ngamde. Adu India ga channabi ne. It is Indian system that once a person become a party member of a particular party unless the party decides. The elected member cannot give his independent decision. Aduna mi afaba kyamarum akoina khallabusu mana yobo party aduna akoina apamba phongdok nangai tanja do pibidradi phongdok pangamde. Manipura Karamba party Naga gi talk adu support tauba Naga gi solution purak pa pamba Karamba party de party amasulete except NPF. Yes, NPF laktringe mamang dadi talk taudriba matam dadi ashigumba support tauba darkal laktaba matam dadi akoi mana apamaduda chalamba matam leirami. Adubo ngasidi akoi naga haiba punamak naga gi talk adu akoi support tauba loilana solution purak pa pami habisi naga punamakta haiba matam lakpagi damakta naga gi issue based candidate adubo support tauba tangai phade haina lakpani. Election matam lakpakanda issue based hai langtragadi kautho e hai pa mayam so media ki amrum so khoi thinai. Adubo akhoi gi naga gi party si akhoi gi constitution itself tagi yam sengna thamme haraga changkhibadina India government na akhoi kadai da lepi habidu khangi. When late Danish Haiza was elected as issue-based candidate, I was also with him as MLA, issue-based MLA, representing Tamil AC. We met Dr. Manmohan Singh, 7 of us in Delhi. He said, we need your support, especially the representatives who represents the people, whom we call it the legitimate representative of the people. I'm so happy that you have come forward on behalf of your people in support of the Naga peace talk. We will sincerely find solution hai na hai. Ngasi India government na aduga khoi gi Naga leaders sing na talk to bakanda. Naga sing talk to support the way habisi akhoi gi representative gi through the haiba si darkar lak bakanda. Akhoi support to bidradi. Ngasi akhoi gi mahut oina ngasi talks na lucheng chaliba du ai Naga gi represent tawbuni habidu ma chinthi bataga dawri. Our leader went to the world. Our leader went to the whole country in the world with our Naga history. With his head held high, proud of our Naga history. Government of India invited our Naga leaders for talks. He talked to the counterpart, to the India representatives in the talks with our history and with his head held high. But our Naga publics have made our Naga leaders drop his head in shame because our Naga representatives in this part of the country have given our message on behalf of all of you that we don't support Naga peace talk. Adu already Naga gi leader khoi luching ba oina chaliba khoi leader du mangak ngang khallaga yamna thauna leina akhoi gi damak takraman lebu dawde akhoi na mabu pangan pi da bida mabu ikai handuna ngasi akhoi Naga gi talks adu asumai na chathari talk lakpa matung da di issue based election lapakanda we expect all of you to elect issue based candidate, and also after the MPF have come to Manipur, we expect our people of this area to give them uncontested. The other Naga peoples in the other part of the region, other part of the state, expect you to give MPF candidate uncontested. After the solution, there may be hundreds of candidates. It will not affect our history, it will not affect our position. But this time, as long as the talk is going on, your decision going to make a lot of difference. Election day mahausani haina lobigno. Ngasi asida khoi lakpa mahutta. People from Tamenglong, people from Sarnapati, people from Chandal, expect all of you to come and tell us to elect for NPF. Because you are our leaders. I know that Tangkhul peoples are disciplined people. They respect the leaders. That's why our four leaders, in spite of denying ticket to them, they are coming forward in support of our candidates. But publics, what are you going to decide? Do you want our leaders to drop their head in shame because of our decision in the election? Because we elect the party who is going to say no to Naga talks? When the world questioned our leaders, you said you are representing Naga people, but your people are not supporting you. What our leader is going to answer? Can the other parties come openly and say we support Naga peace talk? No. They will not. They have not for last 20 years. Akhoi handak chatliba tamasida. Government si form tomina si haina pangloi loi raba matungda. Chief Minister was swearing taurage haiba numit adugi ayuk tuda. Akhoi NPF ki leader singbo. Hauzik government form taudangai hot na bada. Muru oiba leader oina leiramba leader duna khoi bu kawai. Akhoi ki problem le rahe. Government form taubu ki problem le rahe. Ai aduga khoi ki General Secretary honroi khoi aduga few other party leaders akhoi chatpane. Karam bamaram gino. Kari taubagi problem lay buno lay re hai buno hai bukanda. Nakhoi NPF ki constitution da. Nakhoi ki ahanba pata naga punna labor adugi wakhan aduga adugi apambadu Naga People's Front na support tawgni haina iye. Aduga loinana Naga peace talks su nakoi support tawgni Naga gi solution adu purak nangai Naga gi political issue adu nakoi support tawgni haina iye. Adugi maramna atopa party di asisi yaning de. Aina kudak ta kumani. Makoi yaning de to ona. Problem le ya haradi mo khogi problem na khogi problem na te. Ako di Naga people's ki sentiment. Naga people's na apam the represent ogni. India si democracy chanabadu gumba country ni. Tongan ba dol mayam na mana mapa apam ba phongdok to lei. Mama ki jatti ki apam ba phongdok laga lei. Naga People's Front na duga Naga sing na di ako'y na apam do phongdok pa yade harabadi ako'y problem late. It's up to them whether we form government or not. Ay na haining badi ako'y Naga People's Front gay Constitution de iriba si Prithvi na kang. Ako'y Naga People's Front gi Constitution de iriba adu gi sentiment du purga ngasi Manipur Legislative Assembly chang. From the very beginning, from day one, we made our position very clear. The world knows it. Adu we are only 4 of us. Other 7 are against Naga peace talk. When they come home, they may say, we support Naga peace talk. But in the platform where they stand, they said, we don't support. Asigi, ACDG, Assembly Constituency, Kaba Emelena, Assembly the High Kibo Mayam Senoitaram, regarding Naga peace talk. He have made his position very clear. But I'm surprised that Naga youths who will be our future are still with him. Denying them our own people. Ako'y youth sing. Matung manaw da ako'y na leader oirakadawa ako'y. Ngasi to toriba asi Naga youth tung manaw da lakadawa singida toriba ako'y. Ako'y na asi support tawgi mahutta ako'y di tawdi hana chalabdi ako'y future kaday chagdawri Prithvi na di ako'y bu yam na ikay khumna yengduna ngasi Naga peoples mayam na Naga talk asi soid na support tawgi hana expect tawraga lebuga loina na ngasi Prithvi na ako'y Naga punang magasi Naga talks ki damakta lepa party bu elect tawba makoy miyam pammi. Mi kaya farambayay. Ay sing kaya oiraban mi oirambayay. Adubo mana yawba party duna. Ako'y nagagi interest nagagi sentiment adu. Respect pidradi magi masagya pabuduna di kedong ngay dasu nangi damakta lepik do banati. Aduna ako'y na elect toriba kaya marumasi nangi sentiment adu sok do ba nang bupam da ba nang napam da ba do represent torga leya siya ako'y realize to da duna ngasi pobla po si. It's time to realize. It's time to realize. Let the solution come first. And let there be candidates from every locality. It won't affect us anymore. Aduba handak asidi aroibos oibusuyay. Ako ki future si decide daw daw basi handak kitam oigni hay basi mayam khanbiyo. Nangi khanang chana ba imung thok pa kya maram su leiram bayay. Adu orabusu mayam gi future gi damakta mayam pulamak gi damakta ngasidi naga peace talk adu support daw ba party adu da mayam support daw biyo hay basi miyamda khrum zarga ni jabani akoi assembly dasu Naga People's Front ke constitution si kanagumba honorable member manasu patho miyam khanglam gani Naga People's Front asikadai da lepe habisu patho krabane assembly da adu ko loina na ngasai su egi momang da su panbikre ADC bill puthok pakanda kanagumadi credit law na yam hot nei ko honorable members they try to take credit for the ADC proposed bills but have their party taken a resolution in support of the ADC bills magi party na support towe haibadu leitrabdi mana sida ngang ibadu from representing Boblap Tori. Decision si first party di lakdaw. This is the democracy, type of democracy, a kind of democracy, the system in India. Ado ako'y chinaw tangkol singbo. Adu gumba adu na misli tawra leirabdi ako'y nakatay kaday takdaw no. We live with the hope under your leadership. We live with your hope that one day we will be like any people in the world, advanced communities, advanced people. But when you are confused, we have to be confused. Other people in other parts will be confused. I know you are not confused. I know you are not confused. Because our leaders are from you, your parents, your children's. Mokoy bo ikay bo piroisi. Naga na naga masabo masyen bo ikay bo piroisi. Matam le. Matam khuding da issue based hana la oe. Ngasi talk tori ba do da ko support dar kan le bi damakta issue based hana la ko giwani. Ngasi ako'y na confused or ako'y na confused or lay kradi. Ako'y atopan naga sing di kaday check ni. Nako'y na luching ba do thazar ga ako'y di hingi binine. Ako'y bo nako'y luching do na lay ribagi hope to the. Nong ma di ako'y sud nong hay ba kunsi oy gani hay na. Lak binine. Assembly da ako'y naga history. Naga ge apam badu ako'y phondo e. Maramdi ako'y luching ba ma lebi da magta ako'y kiba leita na hay bani. Luching do nako'y ni. Nako'y bu luching ibani. Ako ito pa nagasing di. Nako'y na ako'y bu luching bigim khadam. Charli bani habi kaubi kana. Ngasi nang gi relationship kiam room leiram gani. Nang na laman ton kiba kiam room su leiram gani. Adubo. Adu gumba laman ton ba nang gi damakta kari gumba achauba mateng pi kiba dudi nongba amuka nang piba matam lakani. Adubo handakti ngasidi ako'y nagapodamak ki future. Not only the future of the Tangkuls, but the future of the other Nagas and the tribals. Even the other non-Nagas are giving us moral support. They were expecting Naga people to elect Naga People's Front to bring peace not only in our area, but also in the entire world. We are not small people. Don't think that we cannot do anything. We can do a lot. We have opened the eyes of the many peoples in the country, even though we are only 4 of us. If 10 of us comes, there will a lot difference. So many communities like ours are looking at Naga people to lead them. Ako'y bo expect orga lay ba country kya murum lay. ngasi honorable MP lay. Honorable MP Naga People's Front representative Mahakpo India da sigomnaba awahaba community kaya marumna makhoibu luching binangay expect orga lay. Ako'y makhoy miyam gidamakta lep no lebani. Ako'y Naga People's Front. Hoy ako'y itsakiba matamda kaya marum ako'y yason ba nako'y napamda ba kaya marum layram bayay. Ado ba handakti ako'y miyam bo kahan bada. Ako'y agenda khakta natana. Praja seba to bada ako'y awaba laytana ako'y mayam bo seba tawke. Mayam ako'y punamak handakti amuk kasuk hanta biraga NPF candidate ado khan biyu Muivah elect tawbani haidana tawbigano but nang future gidmakta nang vote handakti thada gadori habido khan biyu habisi ay miyam da khurum zarga ni janing bane yes ako'y election kawa matungda mayam gi kanaba kari tawba ngamudra habiso ako'y tawge aduga loinana mayambu ako'y ikaiba piroi ako'y na tawriba punamak ase ngasi MPF marina tawriba punamak ase ako'y leader singbu ako'y policy matter da tanarga tawriba ni ngasi ako'y mimari khakta oirabasu prithvi na ako'y bo yengduna lay habisi ako'y mayam ningsing biyo handaki election March 5 numito da Naga singkari decide tawdra haina prithvi na ako'y do yengduna lay habisi ako'y election gi wani haina lobby kno nang yum halak pakanda prathna ga loina na khanbi karamba mi yengda prithvi na India na ako'y bo yengi bra habidu yengbiyo ako'y leader sing ako'y go luchinga chahi kyamarum umangda leifam khangpham chafam khangdana ako'y bo luchinga lakpa singbo ngasi prithvi na ako'y bo tanza pige hana thorpa matamda makhoy bo ikaiba piroisi makhoy bo ikaiba pignusi ngasidi mayam punamak thokpire harga nasagi damakta nang decide tawribani not for Muivah, not for MPF. You are deciding for yourself. You are deciding your future. Ako'y luching ba ahansi chahi kya ako'y bungay dun na lekadra. Mi oibagi punsi si matam na ibani. Ako'y luching ba dun na ngasi matam layring eda. Tawri ba do ako'y mayam support piraga nagagi future si decide tawri si habisi mayam da ekhurum zaraga. Mayam bo ay kok muntoraga mayam bo ekhurum zabani. Ako'y bo nako'y na luching ibani habido kaubi gano. Bot kutik magsi nagapun maki decision piri bini habido kaubi gano. Ay hap tarabaso ay taw tarabaso kana gumalay da hay na sukhan bi gano. Nako'y yum halak paganda family worship ta ako'y gidamat to suk ning sindi. Ako'y Muivah hakta nati chingay gisu Pongyer gisu, Tamenglong gisu, Tamay gisu, Chendel gisu, Tenopal gisu, Mao, Karong, Tadubi gisu, nako'y gipratnada, chanbido na ningsing biyo. Nang ay nga sidi, krambo punsi, ako'y future kansira habisi, kan gudaw rin bado kumba election niya na lobby. NPF sing, masingyam na MLA kaning magi haiba nati. Nako'y kangi, ay kumba na nako'y gutambi gudaw nati. Ngasi ay su candidate amani. Ay kendra da ay chang daba ay nomination file tawa gnium numit aduga with ako'y scrutiny tawa numit na tana ay kendra mo changdri thani su dawre. Lahana sige meeting da ay lakta basi district atop da kariguma programa magi chaki ay kendra ay chatti. Ako'y din nako'y laga ako'y bo tambiba ngay doon na lay. Nako'y na ako'y bo luching bakak tanatana. Ako'y laga si tawo daw ni handak ti haibado nako'y na haibi na ngay ako'y ngay ragalay. adu bangasi asida sumaina na khoi ba khoi tak piraga leradi naga kadai chakadobno naga sing kaktanate whole tribals even Meiteis they are expecting Naga people to lead them. Peace burakba kaktanate akhoi gumna makhoi leibangamde no makhoi gum akhoi gumba party makhoi leitre aduna tongan tongama party da upai leitana chalabasu akhoi Naga people singbo Naga people's front gi platform da punamak pu luching binanawa mayam makhoi wakhan na khalaga khoibo yengduna lei habisi kaubi no please nakhoi magi phamdagi thokpiraga akhoi tongan ba kendra da Naga gi kendra singda akhoi gi candidate thadoktuna leibo mafamda masa gi angam mo puthonaraga support tobiyo mina paisa yelaga khoi yenangai leite akhoi di future akhoi decide to se habagi asigi khulauga nokhoi meyam khurumana tana mina nangi bot ke damago piba gomna khoi di pibiding amai adubo kaubi gno you are deciding your future in this election. How long our leaders will live, how long the world will give us chance. Let us not wait anymore. This may be your last chance, my last chance. The whole Nagas are expecting you. The whole Nagas are following you. It is not for us to come and tell you what to do. It is you who are leading us. If you have taken the wrong decision, where will the rest of the Naga will go? Please, future Gidamakta, Nakhoyi Kaksu Sunate, for us also, Akhoyi Sukhan Biraga, NPF Khanbiyo. Mayampun Magpo, Matam Pivi Gidamakta, Tagatsari Aduga, Mamagiyum Lakpada, Halakpada. Please tell your neighbors also to pray for us, to pray for all the 10 candidates. And please take a day or two out to other candidates also. Please lead us. Please teach us what to do. We are expecting you. Not only expecting you, we are following you. If you take a wrong step, the whole Nagas will go wrong. Please remember that. God has blessed the Tangkhul community. God has anointed the Tangkhul community to lead not only Nagas, but to tell the world what is peace. The whole Northeast are expecting our Tangkhul leaders to bring peace in the entire region, to bring justice in the entire regions, to bring social harmony, political justice, and economic justice under your leadership. Please remember this. Please remember in your prayer. Please extend this humble prayer to your neighborhood also. Thank you so much.
Takachari, Koigi Kai Kunjaraba, Minister Ongbao Nimai Bashuriam Takachari, for the amazing and the inspirational speech. Now, we'll have benediction, which will be led by Rupan Nyangya, Catechist, Mary Help of Christian Catholic Church, Krul. Look at it when Atang Kanda, Ari Dong and reason the mission ground gender that some time say. I hope you won't mind walking down till mission ground. The public will follow you at the back and drop you till there.
Nejong sang vai shik sa sa sai
Kazingli Kale Kasakava Irum Sai Koran and Nalim Sot Mili Nalining Kashimili Program Sai Korohi Migumon Ran Kahaine Ka Atem taken Sir Kapaning Kang Sergia for no tem Circni Juvang Nili Ningshimadaya Aja Muivah Program campaign hili Razang Kaya Irum Sai Korali Pronana Somilo O Sai Korihi Napangli Kalena Nagazang Daran Irum Sai Koro O Sashabe Migumo Ining Pning na Jika Itum Kot Kamasaramne Ko Pro with Hemsak na Jika Itum O Sai Koro Umshungre Sashabre Aja Matwain Hopokla Arida Shungda Ayarwana Ungazang Kalau Jam Wivana Mata Lagaina Kashokazang Ji Matui Mr. Haire Nganangai Shonai, Matang Sak Naimane, Matui Sak Nai Shonai, Kabro, Madaila Gaina, Itum Sai Corona, Nali Capone, Kangana, Kasha, Katay Hanatang Haika, what was Haka? A wonder one maray, a tail mum tamer, Hakokilm some hungry. Jana, Razang the Sai Corona, Shakokui, Nakui, you had to shoot her. You can Hanahi. Like Osava Aranokaji, Juvang Salsa the Bodele. Ari Osava Gita Clay, Ram Muivah, Katana Pingna Kachung come to me hire. Ari Date 5 from Rahandang the Osava Gijina, Prona Katana Ping Cycoli, so me the Malung Kanem, Dakwika Haila Milo, Miling a quick day, Malung Kaneman and Quilaga, combined as the Diana, Pamakataping a latation quiji, laying a sector. Mikachung come room sangrano kaji, Juvang la says at a bodele. O Sai Korihi, Rona Pangli, Hogida, Namagazangia, Itum Koi Kamasaraman. O to me, Pomo Mirinhi, Kapinga Bang Ein Osaka, Malunkavat Ein Osaka, Itum Milimang Piramana. Kabrona and Malung Kadim, Tankame, Awar Jemida, Awivang, Osam Mida Clay Sai Korali, Nanakasomilo kaji. Juvang la sa the Podele. Araitumna program Saikori, Singagi Giji Saikori Kupsang Hire Pro Shilage, Prona Itumli, Tan Kamine, Itumiyao Kohomane, Itumli, Abama Bomoena, Shimli, Chingrana, Tanra Kami, Takamina, Itumli, Shimli Mungshung Handanga, Prona Homong Milo, Kajung Milo, the Itum Saikori, Sahakasane, Adam Gita Pro Homing Jina Kuya. Take him to searching the no. Amen.
Yarwina, it's a Chama Twimera, Mohonga, Mission Ground, and that's some time you say.